Da 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 da.
One night, we're playing poker. We're talking. In the living room, my friend started asking me stupid questions. My friend goes, yo, bro, for $1 million, would you let a guy take care of you from the back? I said, yeah. I don't even know why you started so high. You could have locked me in at 150,000. We're experiencing tough times right now, bro. He goes, all right, hot shot. What if you're making out with a woman, it gets hot and heavy, you take off her pants? She's got a piece of deal. $1 million, you still have sex with her? Nope. 2 million. Nope. Has nothing to do with the money. If that's bigger than mine, I can't emotionally overcome that. My father jumps out of the living room. Hey, what do you mean no? I said, you would do it? I'd do it right now for $500. I said, I don't think you understood the question. I understand the question, Anthony. I'm no stupid. You kiss this girl, you take off the pants, you find out she got a piece of deal, and now she's just one of these transmission people. So, telling me, even knowing she has a penis, you're going to still do it? Yes, because you use your imagination, it to make you feel very good as a man. I regret to this day asking him what he was talking about, because he couldn't explain it. He had to show me. He goes, first of all, you got to do from the back, because my stuff, I cannot touch her stuff. That's disgusting. I'm not going to have our balls a click-a-clack-a. Then you start like you normally do, back and forth, nice, easy, take your time. You want to reach around and grab the transmission and piece of deal. When you grab the transmission and piece of deal, close your eyes, and I guarantee you feel like your piece of deal is so big it came out the other side.
So real quick, let's get right into it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just want to go smack to the Grammys real quick. And the Grammys are the biggest thing I want to kind of really talk about is Nicki Minaj continuously getting snubbed for no nominees. And I don't necessarily know if you have to, I guess, submit your own music or how. I don't know the real backstory on how it works, but just to me, period, it's like there's no way that you can legitimately sit here and be, especially a female rapper, and be happy if you can win 10 Grammys. And if Nicki Minaj got 0, to me, that Grammy award still means nothing, because it's almost literally like
she got a Grammy.
No, she don't. She got 0.
Really?
Yes, 0, not a 1. Not 1 at all. 0.
Damn. Oh, Cardi B was the first.
Yeah, Cardi. I mean, after Lauryn Hill, so Cardi was. Yeah,
no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, in recent time, that.
Yeah. Cardi was the most in recent time, and then Meg got one for Savage, the Savage remix with Beyonce. But just my whole thing of it is like, and y'all know I love Meg and I love Cardi and all of them, Glorilla, Lotto. It's cool, but I still, to me, it's literally like if you played in the NBA and Michael Jordan never won an MVP, and everybody considers Michael Jordan the GOAT. I don't care how you feel about any of those other females. You cannot sit here and say that Nicki Minaj is not the greatest female rapper of all times. So with that being said, there's no way in God's green earth you telling me this girl, what's her name, Doechii, got 5 Grammy nominees for this year's award, and you sit here telling me Nicki got 0? If this girl win an award, though, you talking about this girl can't even do her own headline tour yet. Like that, to me, certain stuff this don't make no sense at all. Like I get it, like when people was upset with like the Killer Mike situation last year, him beating Travis Scott, but Killer Mike didn't put in his work. Excuse me, you talking about with this, and I said this a million times, and I'll continuously say this. The Doechii girl is real live, really just getting kind of pushed and forced on people because it's a TDE thing. And right now, Kendrick Lamar kind of kicked in the door and had such an amazing year, and you can just tell people kind of just want to be on the good side of TDE. And I understand, yeah, Kendrick Lamar is not even signed to TDE anymore, but still, when you think of TDE, you still think of Kendrick Lamar. Even when he was going on his back and forth before he even dropped the music, the only people who was defending him still was TDE, the owner, the artist, other people affiliated with that label. So there, you can't not detach her or him away from that situation. So realistically, just like, bro, there's no way in the world you telling me on God's green earth that all these females can sit here and win Grammys and Nicki don't get one. And I've said this on this podcast a million times. I'm not sitting here even making it like that album was super great or even memorable, or I'm still going back to play any of those songs right now, but still I'm not about to discredit, because we talk about this all the time. Ain't no song is that everybody song was all over the place. It was on every commercial, Gatorade, T-Mobile, all of them burnt that goddamn song to the ground. So for that to be as big as it was commercially, and still, they even play it in the gym and everything. So for it to be as big commercially, it makes no sense that you telling me this song don't get nominated for not 1 Grammy. Even if it lose, but still to me, it's like, it's no way that we can sit here and say it's all said and done. When Nicki Minaj finally just hang it up and be like, I'm gonna retire, she done with 0 Grammys at all. How does that award even hold any value if you sitting here saying, let's just sit here and say Doechii win 1 or win 2. Let's say she win all 5. I don't necessarily, I'm sure that's just too much, but let's just say she got 3. She got 3 and she let's just sit here and say she got her career don't never even sniff a half of a Nicki Minaj. And I get people trying to sit here and say, "Oh, the Grammys is more about the artistic and people."
But that's when I asked her, what weight do the Grammys really hold? Even if Nicki doesn't win a Grammy, does that really put a tank on her career?
No, it doesn't. I mean, to me, it don't put a tank on her career. But I'm sure that
who would it put it? I mean, who? I get it, but I get it, and then I just also look at it. It's just like the Grammys are not for hip hop, really. I mean, look how many rappers don't have a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, for sure. I'm not discrediting that, but to me, that award, I just feel like that award loses a luster to it. And you listen to him saying, you're absolutely right. I may even be sounding like a hypocrite right now, and realistically, I can kind of just push that on Nicki. Well, then you should kind of like come to the BET Awards and put a little bit more emphasis on how important that is than sitting here giving the Grammys. But because I know how important it is to artists, because you hear them all sit here and have their little moments where they sit here and either big it up or they kind of like, I'm over it, whatever. Because let's be clear, The Weeknd and Drake, both of them have kind of stood firm on how they kind of been over the Grammys. Jay-Z be having his moments where sometimes he with it and sometimes he against it. But my whole thing of it is even still just like, what's the purpose of even keep nominating rappers if you're not going to sit here and do right by arguably a top 10 rapper of all times, male or female? That to me just don't make no sense. Like when we talk about Nicki Minaj, it's not just about, and I seen a girl get in my comments like, it's no such thing as like a female rap category. It is, bro. Like let's be serious. The same way as trap music, the same way as drill. It's not awarded. Like in the awards, it's not that. It's just gonna be hip hop or whatever song of the year, whatever case may be. What I'm just still saying is she's still the bar for female rappers. If you are a woman and you are rapping, she still set the bar for that, because there's not like, you can't sit here and say it's not a genre. No. They don't have no category for that. Because when Cardi B won album of the year, she beat Nipsey's victory lap.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not broke
so
down.
I think that should be the argument then why they don't have a.
I don't think you need one, because they don't do that. I mean, what they may do they do that for
everywhere else? Don't they?
I think they do it for, I don't know. But I just still, I mean, that's what I said. I'm not making it seem like the Grammys are going to solidify or break Nicki Minaj's career, because Nicki Minaj is still going to be a legend. Nicki Minaj is still a top 10 MC of all times. Nicki Minaj is still the greatest female rapper of all times, but still it's just corny to me. Like, it's just corny because you kind of could just pay attention. Like, it's no way, bro. This Doechii girl and me and a homegirl of mine have been arguing since whenever they put out these nominees, and she like, you got to stop sleeping on her, bro. I'm not sleeping on her, but you are one of those people who try to be too artsy. I'm not, though. We talking about this is rap music.
She remind me of Missy Elliott. Like her whole, what's name that? Like that album, it would sound like a Missy project.
Listen to what I'm saying, though. So, that's cool, but all I'm just sitting here saying is it doesn't pass the test, and we know what the test is. It's not it's not a bunch of people.
But that's the thing. Stop saying it's a test, because the test, you can't just keep your box that one. You gotta, I guess, appear to everybody. And if you keep saying, well, the test, if it's not in the hood, hood.
I'm not sitting here saying the hood. I'm talking about if it's not even on social media. Like if there has no impact on social media, screw the hood. Because I'm talking about the hood. We talking about actual what we judge other songs off of. Because right now, that's the only real litmus test that everybody can use. What's the impact of these songs via social media?
But I feel like even the social media, I mean, dude, that don't win you no awards because they don't have a social media.
No,
award.
Listen to what I'm saying. I get that, but we're still judging off of, we know a song is hot or not if it's big on social media. I'm not sitting here saying, yeah, you can't win no award, but if you're not about to sit here and tell me a girl that don't got no song, that if we sit here and say, oh, name a Doechii song, where you sit here, you got to lose all your social media jumps. You're going to lose all your social media jumps because she don't have no hit records for real. She don't have no sitting here like, of course, cool, she had the little song with JT, but that's still not a hit compared to what the rest of the girls have done all year long.
But that's why I say I feel like even with Nicki, I feel like Nicki, you pissed a lot of people off. So of course they're not going to sit here and even try to even, you know what I'm saying, because you keep talking about all this machine, that. So I feel like that's why I said you can't talk about them and then expect them to sit here and praise you at the same time.
I mean, I listen to what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with none of that, but it's still, to me, it tarnishes those. If like I said, again, it doesn't matter who, any female rapper who wins a Grammy Award moving forward from 2024 on, and even including the one that Cardi and the ones that Meg got, bro, them Jones don't really mean nothing. If Michael Jordan don't got an MVP, who cares about the MVP? People not just imagine like how many people wouldn't care about if in the NBA wouldn't care about being in a top 10 scoring list if it didn't look like what it looked like. Now that it's LeBron, it's LeBron, it's Jordan, it's Kobe, it's Dirk Nowitzki, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it's Shaq. You people want to make it to like get on that list. You want to crack that top 10. I'm sure Kevin Durant still, because he wants his name to be mentioned in some of those things. So to me, it's just still, it doesn't make no sense that you sit here saying, if I'm just, like I said, if Nicki Minaj call it quits tomorrow and then all these other women just continuously win Grammys and we still look back and like, damn, Nicki don't got none. How do? Because then you just showed me that basically this was just a politic game, literally. It wasn't about the music. It wasn't about the impact. It wasn't how great of a rapper she was or nothing, because nobody can discredit her that. Like every other box, I don't know how you feel about the last album, cool. We can all see and say, tour on and sold out arenas. She was doubling. She came even double back on certain cities and did another date, and they still sold out again. You cannot deny her impact and how she still sell hard tickets, and she still do the most streams. So it's kind of just like you said, basically saying none of that matters because Nicki Minaj pissed off some people behind the window. Like this, we can't see behind the curtain. Those people she pissed off behind the curtain. So now that that she should never win a Grammy, and we supposed to champion and cheer for everybody else to win one. No, bro, I'm not getting down with that. I'm not getting down with this Doechii girl. I don't care, and I ain't even trying to like rain on her parade. But bro, I can see somebody you're sitting here trying to force.
Get nominated for last year? Cola Ray, didn't she get nominated for a Grammy last year?
I can't remember. She might have. I'm sure she did. It was probably for Girls as Players too. That's the only thing I can kind of even imagine if she got nominated. But still, it's just like, bro. To me, it's just certain things are just disrespectful, and I feel like that
has Nicki been nominated.
I'm sure she's been nominated before.
Oh, okay. Well, then, I mean, I don't know. I can't. I don't see how that can be a big issue if you still who you are. I don't. Like, it is what it is.
I mean, I hear you, but I think everybody still kind of want those awards. I mean, to me, it don't mean nothing.
How many did Lil Wayne get?
I don't know. I'm sure it's not crazy. It's not. I'm sure it's not a crazy number, but
that's why I'm saying. That's why I said when you say that, that's just like I know a lot of people who don't have Grammys, so that's why I'm just like.
I mean, Nas just recently got his the last couple of years.
One, yeah.
Lil Wayne Grammys. 5.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't.
Like I said, I'm not listening to what I'm saying. To me personally, I'm not. It wouldn't still. Nicki Minaj would still be who she is, but I'm just still saying. To me, it just seems funny, and it just kind of to me it just waters down the award. That's all I'm sitting here saying. Like I could even respect if you sit here and told me that Sexy Red got nominated for 5 Grammys this year, or Glorilla got nominated for 5 Grammys this year. Cool, but there's no way y'all sitting here telling me I'm supposed to respect the Grammy Awards and that girl getting 5 nominated. She did not have a bigger year than Glorilla, Sexy Red, Lotto, Meg Thee Stallion. None of them. Even the song that they got Cardi nominated for. That was like, bro, nobody listened to that Cardi B song enough. Like, who listened to that song?
That's why I kind of believe more so like it's the whole submitting stuff. What are you submitting or who you push for? So like I said, I'm not mad at TDE for trying to put her out front. You know what I'm saying? Putting her face out there.
I mean, I guess. Whatever. I mean, and shout out to Kendrick. Kendrick did deserve having. I think he got like 8 nominations. I'm not mad at him. Like I'm not. That's why I'm saying I don't want it to make it seem like I'm just hating on TDE. I can respect the Johnson Kendrick because he had an OD year. Like his year was crazy. So I mean, of course you can respect that one. But like I said, I'm not about to hang too much on the Grammys. I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest because that Nicki Minaj thing was like that to me was just like beyond disrespectful. And it was just so disrespectful to be like, bro, how somebody got nominated for 5? I couldn't even ask 5 people have they heard this girl project, and you sitting here telling me she got nominated. She got 5 nominations. I could go up to 500 random people right now, and I guarantee you, maybe 5 people may know. It depends on where I go. Maybe 5 people have even heard of her, let alone heard of one of her songs. But like I said, anyway, moving on to other news in the hip hop space. Matter of fact, before we get in the hip hop space, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, that fight is literally right around the corner. And I'm not gonna lie, the weather is throwing me off so much, I kind of almost forgot that it was even November. And we can kind of even tie that into Thanksgiving as well, because I do feel like, I mean, today is kind of one of those days where it finally, like, damn, it finally rained. It looked like maybe this week, if you're somewhere on the East Coast, we may see a couple of 40 degrees evenings. Maybe it may not get too high than 60. I think I seen maybe like 170 day, but this is the first time it even rained in like 20 something days. Like this weather is so crazy. It kind of. Yeah, I know. You said for a month. Yeah. So
whenever they had that hurricane, that was the last time it rained.
And that was the first one, the one that was in like, what was it, North Carolina, the one that kind of hit North Carolina a little bit heavy. Yeah, so like I said, I mean, I do think the weather is kind of even throwing people off to the point where it don't really feel like the holidays is right around the corner. I think the only thing that kind of help you out a little bit is daylight savings. But even with the daylight savings, you still kind of need that weather to kind of match it getting dark outside. Because it kind of be just still so warm. Like you kind of need it when it get dark. You kind of almost want it to be a little bit too cold where you don't even feel like getting out the car. Like that to me, when you kind of know it's like the holiday season, it kind of just brushed past you. And it's literally, we talking about you listening to this on Tuesday or whatever day of the week you listen to. You talking about Thanksgiving is literally 2 weeks away. And it just don't seem like it's just coming. Like it literally seems like, okay, boom, it's gonna come, and you be like, damn, it's Thanksgiving already. And then before you know it, it's gonna be Christmas and then the New Year. It's just like that weather do play a huge part. And I mean, like, of course, I don't think you gotta even beat it down on people's head that, I mean, global warming is a real thing. Climate change is a real thing. It's kind of, it's undeniable at this point. You're talking about literally what is like November. By the time we're done recording, it'll be November 11th, November 12th, whatever the case may be. And it's like, bro, it was just literally like 70 degrees for like the past week. Like, I believe, what was that? Was that Saturday? Was that not Saturday? It was Friday, bro. It was like 80 something. And even at nighttime, it was still humid as hell. Like, you couldn't even open the window and get a good breeze. Like that, like, bro, that weather is crazy. And I don't care whatever, however you want to dress it up. I do feel like the weather plays a huge part on how you feel about the holidays. Because I just need some cool, bro. This is not California. This ain't Florida. This ain't Arizona. This ain't nothing. And I do, of course, I'm sure we all are politicked out, and I don't even really feel like getting into it. But I do kind of just want to. One thing I've noticed about the whole after the voting thing, and after you look at how much of the map was red, one thing I do want to say is a round of applause for the DMV, because, and I think that only reason why I wanted to bring that up is because when I talk about cultural and we talk about music impact, I'm just tying this into music. And when I sit here and say everybody's culture is not the same. Like, even when people get so mad at like the Spanish people, the Latin people, whatever, that's not a DMV. That's not a thing for us. Like, because we listen to it, like if you listen to the Joe Buttons or you listen to Hot 90, if you listen to anybody from New York, that's some New York shit. We don't really kind of like politic and don't have to sit here on your day-to-day have to like deal with Spanish people, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, that's not a huge thing. So it's not like one of those people like, I keep y'all no more, no color people, us is just black and that's it. Like, I mean, I've been felt that way. That's some shit that y'all be on that. Like, again, that's some New York shit that y'all wanting to date Spanish women and all that other shit. So y'all upset about how they didn't vote. Like, that's some New York shit. That's some up north shit. That's probably some San Antonio shit. I don't live nowhere near San Antonio, and I really don't fuck with up north people, period. I told y'all, like, that's literally some Boston on down shit, some Toronto shit. Like, in Toronto ain't even part of America, but you New York niggas, y'all love them Spanish bitches. That's not a DMV thing. Our shit was blue. And my only beef was, especially with DMV women, why did y'all get mad? Our shit was blue as a motherfucker. Our shit was bluer than a Crip flag. What the fuck was y'all talking about? Oh, niggas we didn't bitch, where you live at, the niggas that you fucking didn't disappoint you. The fuck are you talking about? Like, it was a clean sweep from DC, Maryland, and Virginia. What the fuck are you talking about? Niggas that sticking their dick in you voted and got in line. I don't know what the fuck y'all upset about. That shit was blowing me. Like, bitch, you live in Maryland. No Maryland nigga, that shit was blue as a Crip flag. That fucking what's the other lady who won? And that's the difference. Like, some shit was like, oh, they still lost. We did none of all our shit was blue. We voted and got the black and I messed up on the last name in the Senate. What's her last name? Andrew also Brooks. Yeah, so like, come on, bro. Like, stop. We cut the jokes. Like, that's all I'm just saying, Sandy. And of course, Maryland was going viral because everything was all black. So they had pictures of the mayor black, the Senate going into the Senate is black, the governor's black, of course, Lamar Jackson is black, and if you want to throw Jalen Daniels in there too, he's also black. So we kind of just had an all-black party. That's it. That's my only thing I wanted to talk about on that one. But like I said, I do think that you can just tie that into music to really see how different people's culture is. It don't matter. Like, we can all have the same. It can be black people that live in your city, but that don't mean that your city is like a black city. And I stand firm on the DMV has a huge black culture. From just the HBCUs is here, from our home music, which is go-go, it's a black thing. Like, that's not nothing that's mixed in with nobody else shit. Like, we don't politic and have to like dilly-dally with the rest of the world. Like, that's just not how we give it up. So to hear other people talk about it, or just seeing how the color the flag was, I mean the color the map was, like, it's just not our thing. And I think people kind of do have to. I think that should be, to me, the reality when we talk about music, where all music ain't gonna resonate the same because all of our cultures ain't the same. We all not raised up in the same thing. Just because I'm black, my black experience ain't the same as your black experience, because some of y'all got to deal with the fucking Migos. I don't. Only Migos I got to deal with is fucking Offset, Takeoff, and fucking Quavo, bro. I don't know what y'all niggas talking about. So that's y'all problem. That's not a us problem. So, and I think realistically, we kind of got to, again, because the internet makes everybody feel like we breathe and walk the same. No, we do not. Again, in the DMV area, the only Migos that we got to sit here and acknowledge is Quavo and Offset, and rest in peace to Takeoff. Y'all niggas is weird. So y'all deal with your own shit and don't sit here and keep piling that into a us thing, because that ain't a us thing. It's a y'all thing. Moving along. I guess a real question is, who does the beef kind of benefit more? Of course, Young Thug is free and he's home and he's out of jail. But of course, he been tweeting and deleting a little bit. So he had a tweet that went out and basically told Gunna is, I don't mess with you and you know that, so you ain't got to keep pretending for the internet. And then he ended up deleting that tweet. But of course, before he could delete it, Academics picked it up and all the other blogs also picked it up. I do want to play a clip of Academics kind of sitting here saying that he been telling people that Gunna and Young Thug didn't mess with each other, or Young Thug been kind of put the information out there that it was a no good for Gunna.
Are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this. I don't give a fuck if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Durk, Baby. There's a few other rappers I just won't call their names, just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out. They're chilling away. Thug got out. Gunna kind of hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but he's kind of stuck in a rock. Streets are so atrocious.
So my question is, who does the beef realistically benefit more? Because like I said, then Gunna brother did tweet out and said the feelings is mutual. So basically saying like, we don't bang with you neither, but I think Young Thug has kind of pulled the trigger on this situation a little too late. Because the reason why, and I get it, why you wouldn't have jumped out there early, because you kind of needed to see what Gunna could do, because you still needed the money to come in, because he was your only. I even seen somebody tweet, oh, that's crazy. The first person you go smack at is Gunna, and you don't YSL Woody, or you don't Unfu, that's his brother. And a couple other people he named. And I think one thing I think some of y'all should do, and I always recommend, is just go on it, get on YouTube, go down a rabbit hole, and I'll make you the easiest rabbit hole you got to search is YSL versus YFN. Some of those people real live really got bodies and don't sell records. So what am I tweeting them for? I don't get no benefits of this. Do I think Young Thug right now is trying to get his situation hot? Yes, because he already allowed Gunna to come home because you didn't want to put the snitch thing on him. The only people was kind of, even when Durk put out a snippet of a verse, he pulled it back. He deleted the video. They never put that verse out. Lil Baby was the only person that was kind of like subliminally tweeting him, but nobody else said nothing. Like none of the other people who were super affiliated with, not Future, not 21 Savage, everybody kind of left it alone. So you allowed him to get some traction and get some motion to the point where, okay, he sold records and he had a hit record. I'm talking about a big, you can argue 2023, Gunna had probably the biggest song with F You Mean. So for him to already kind of achieve that, what do I realistically, I don't need you no more. And he proved it. He didn't put out 2 projects with no real like features that he used to run to. I mean, of course, he had like his other biggest male feature probably was Offset. All right, cool. And Offset, I mean, however you feel about Offset right now, Offset is still probably not Offset as hot as Offset used to be. So I mean, cool. He got a couple features with Offset, and a lot of his other features from this year was with females. It was with Chloe Bailey, and it was with Tyler, and that was it for real. I don't think he don't have too many other big name features. So it's realistically, he kind of proved 2 projects deep. I can do it by myself. So you coming out home now saying you don't bang with me, cool. I already don't. He literally was just here doing Howard Homecoming. The Echo stage was sold out. That joint could hold like 5,500 people. So that joint was sold out to capacity. He did his show in Atlanta, his Welcome Home joint in Atlanta. And that was in the whatever the joint with the Atlanta Hawks played. That joint was sold out from top to bottom. You talking about that joint hold like 18,000, 19,000 people. So you already kind of allow Gunna to just do what he need to do. I don't think realistically you saying you don't bang with him now, it don't benefit him. If you really wanted to cut his water off, you should have said that off the rip. And I know why you didn't want to, because you still needed the benefit of him be able to come out and be able to still be able to sell units. Because I even think I seen Academics was tweeting him saying originally Young Thug was trying to drop on the same exact day as Gunna, but he ended up not doing it. Because you needed to eat. You was in jail. You didn't know what your situation was going to look like. You needed that money to continuously flow. But now you're home. To me, it seems almost like a WWF promo type of thing. Hey, let me start some traction up with Gunna. But my only thing for Young Thug is you put a lot of pressure on yourself. Because some people, you could have came home and just played it cool for a little bit. You and him could have got in the studio, done a couple songs together, whatever the case may be, because we all seen the video. So kind of seeing the video and you asking, or your lawyer asking the judge to allow you to still work with Gunna, then people was like, oh, cool. It was kind of looked like it was high hopes for him. I think to me, that was your best play, to just sit here for y'all to kind of like, all right, water under the bridge. But for now, you to kind of jump out there and make it seem like, all right, it's smoke and I ain't messing with him. Like, to me, it's cool. We've seen what beef can do. We seen what it can do for Kendrick Lamar. We seen what it do for Drake. So I know in Young Thug's brain, business wise, cool. What's the best beef for me out of everybody who took a plea deal before I did, or felt like he snitched on me. Because what realistically, what can YSL Woody do? You can't. Young Thug cannot beef with YSL Woody. Young Thug is not good enough on the internet to beef with YSL Woody. He can't beef with his blood brother because his blood brother's in jail for like 30 or 40 something years. So everybody else on that thing was still real life, are real killers, or they still in prison. Because let's be clear, some people, his brother took a plea deal, ain't end up getting bagged with a gun and went right back to jail. Now he got to do his whole 20 or 30 years, however much he had on his head. So realistically, the only beef that I can beef with out of everybody who took a plea on me would be Gunna, because Gunna he's popping out here right now. He's still doing sold out shows. Howard Homecoming was literally like 2 weeks ago. So it's not like, oh, Gunna don't got no fans now. You already allowed him to get his fan base hot. So now my thing is now that you beefing with him, the first song you drop, guess what people going to judge it to? Damn, do it sound better than Gunna stuff? That's all people going to do, because when you put out that business is business project, that's all people was comparing to, was comparing the Gunna project. And at that time, Gunna had a better project. And let's be clear, that Young Thug project wasn't bad, but it just wasn't better than the Gunna project. You didn't have a bigger song than F You Mean. So with all that being said, like I said, I just think realistically, like I said, business-wise, I get it. I'm not mad at Young Thug. I can see you trying to pull your Vince McMahon right now, and you've seen what the beef did for Kendrick and Drake. So maybe you feel like me and Gunna could get it back and forth. And even if Gunna don't never respond, and I get to put out some songs against dissing him, people gonna listen. People will always listen to a diss record. Like, that's just a fact. Nobody's never not going to listen to a diss song. And I kind of bounced all over the place because I was talking about, I meant to say, I talked about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. That is a fight on Netflix next weekend. And Netflix is doing something, and I ain't gonna say it's fishy, but something that I wasn't hip to. Top got me hip to it over the weekend. And he was like, Bad Boys, the last Bad Boys is out on Netflix now, but you got to have a certain plan. I didn't know that, because I got the regular basic junk where it still play commercials, whatever that is, like $7 a month. I don't have whatever the highest joint is. So he was asking, he's like, Dad, do you think that they're going to sit here and not allow people to watch the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, or you going to have to up your plan? And I was like, damn, that's a good question, though, because I didn't know nothing about it. So I had to look. I'm like, man, are you sure? I went and looked. I put in Bad Boys, and it came up, and it sit here and said, you got to change your plan to watch it. And I'm not going to lie, that's probably a smart move by Netflix, but I think you would have to do it with something better. Like, I already seen Bad Boys. Like, maybe if you was doing it with newer movies, like before they hit the jump, but it's not like you doing it with something already seen. It's already been out for a brick now. Like, that movie is old now. So nothing will make me want to change my plan for that. But now would I change my plan to see the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul jump? I might. Because, realistically, what's the highest plan? I think it's like $20 or something like that. That's not about to sit here. It's not a crazy make or break, but I wouldn't sit here and change my plan just to see the Bad Boys jump. Now, for the Mike Tyson jump, and plus I know coming over the Christmas break, I know for a fact that they about to have the football games and the basketball and stuff. So, yeah, of course, cool. I would do it for that, but I wouldn't. Outside of that, there's no way in the world I'm upping my plan just to watch Bad Boys or watch an older movie. They would have to do it. They was doing it with like newer releases, then that may work, but I can't see myself up in my plan just to watch a movie that I already seen before. Like, it's not a dying and need emergency to do that. But and real quick, I guess what is it? Jake Paul is getting $40 million for this fight, and Mike Tyson is getting $20 million. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not mad at Mike Tyson. I remember when because nobody knew the exact number that Mike Tyson was getting paid, and people was like, Mike, dude's too old. I hope Jake Paul don't knock him out and this, that, and the third. I ain't gonna lie. Mike Tyson, that's a bag, dog. 20 M's. I don't care if he get knocked and smacked to sleep in the first round for 20 M's. Oh my God. And I like what Netflix doing. Netflix doing like the same, how Mayweather used to do with Showtime. What is it? 24 hours thing. They got a little series right now. I don't know how many episodes it is on Netflix. Matter of fact, let me look at it right now. It is, how many they got? Oh, it might only be one. Oh, it's 3 episodes so far. So on Netflix right now, you can watch the lead up. Like I said, it's literally just like how Floyd Mayweather used to do with Showtime with the 24 access joint, or was that HBO, whatever one of them ones he used to do the 24 access with. They basically got the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson joint on Netflix right now, so you can watch it. And like I said, again, it's come out on this weekend. It's probably something good. I don't know if there's any other big events going on this weekend, and I can't remember the exact date for that Gervonta Davis fight. I do feel like that's going to be one of those ones that kind of sneak up on people too, because I believe it's like mid-December somewhere.
I wonder, can you watch it again?
Well, after it's over?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can still watch the Chris Rock Jones, and you can still watch the Tom Brady roast. All of them was live.
Oh, yeah,
all of those was live as well. So you can still watch. Yeah, you can watch it after it's over, because you can still watch the Chris Rock Jones. You can still watch the Tom Brady. I believe they had something else after the Tom Brady roast. I was another roast. I can't remember who it was because the person wasn't as popular as Tom Brady. But you can still watch all of those things. So yeah, after the live is over, you can still watch it again. Like, that's a hell of a payday.
Boy.
Who
was it? Joe Rogan?
I don't think so. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't watch it, so I couldn't tell you. I think Joe Rogan put out a Netflix special, but I don't think he got a roast on it. Or it might have been a live. I couldn't remember. Don't give me the line. I can't remember. I don't know. But like I said, that payday for Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is crazy. But $40 million and $20 million, bro. And you can't. And Mike Tyson can't even be mad at Jake Paul making an extra $20 million more than him.
Because he bringing more people in.
Yeah, because he's bringing away more people. He's have a proven business model that people travel to where Jake Paul is. So I'm not mad at him for getting the extra. And if I'm Mike Tyson, why would I care, bro? Mike Tyson is what, in his 60s or close to it, his late 50s, bro. Getting a clean $20 million just to get in this ring, and I have never seen Jake Paul really do somebody dirty enough to make me be scared to take. This is the easiest payday Mike Tyson ever gonna get in his life. And this is one of them jokes where it's like, nigga, I'm already at the back end of my life. If God willing, I can get to see another 40, 45 years left on it. Nigga, I can, this 20, this is a door, right? This is to the door. I can still go just do for the rest of my life. I don't have to do nothing but sell those gummies and do my podcast. I'm cool with that 20. Whatever money I done blew through when I was younger, I'm not blowing through this 20. So I'm sure Mike Tyson will be extremely A-OK with Baby to run off with this 20 million. And I do believe it's a new Christmas. What's this joint on? I do want to kind of, on Netflix as well. What was this? It is called Meet Me Next Christmas, and it's what's my man name? DeVal. What's DeVal? I forgot his name, but he be on all the BET Jones, and he got the podcast with his wife. I can't remember his last name right now off the top of my head. The Ellises, DeVal Ellis and Christine Milian, and that's probably why Christine Milian was recently. What's the Jennifer Hudson show? Is Jennifer Hudson the one who do the Jones when they walking down the hall?
Yeah, that's a Jennifer.
Yeah, so I've seen Christine and Milian recently do one, so I'm sure 9 times out of 10 that was what she was on there promoting was this new Christmas movie on Netflix. So shout outs to Christine and Milian and shout outs to DeVal Ellis. So those are two things that if you need something to watch on Netflix, I guess throughout this weekend or even especially over the holiday, you can kind of put the Christmas jump to the back burner because I know some people are like watching holiday movies all the time. Real quick, I guess we can kind of just jump into sports for like 2 seconds. Shout outs to Deion Sanders and his kids. Colorado is 7-2, and he got all the haters quiet. It was a lot of people were kind of poo-pooing and ishing on Deion. And of course, I know that favorite drawn against Oregon last year when the coach sit here and said they playing for clicks, likes, and views, and we playing real football, whatever the case may be. And everybody dogpiled on them after those Oregon games. It was a horrible season last season, but like I said, right now they are a legit 7-2. They have beat some legit teams, and if they win out 9 times out of 10, they will be one of the 12 teams chosen for the college football playoffs. So that is a huge look for Deion Sanders. That's an amazing turnaround. An amazing turnaround to come to a program and literally make it do a complete 180 in a year is ridiculous, dog. Like it's elite on its own, and he's punching his clock for him, and at least, of course, Shador and Travis Hunter both realistically probably will be top 5 picks going into the draft. It's kind of almost undeniable at this point. Especially if they continuously win and they make the playoffs and they kind of make some noise. Because a lot of the big name schools have took some L's from like Alabama and Texas. Like all of them have lost, so it's not making it seem like none of them cannot be beat. I think the only team right now, I think in college football, out of one of those big name schools that people probably, I can't remember all 100 top over my head, but I want to say Miami may be the only undefeated team out of all the teams that like people know. I'm not saying
they got upset.
They got upset?
Yeah.
Recently?
I want to say this week. I thought.
I mean, you might be right. I don't necessarily
because what's the name? Yeah. They did. Cam, what's his name?
Ward.
Yeah, he fumbled the ball.
Oh, all right. So yeah, so it's not even no more undefeated team. So yeah, so like I said, it's not no clear cut teams that you could realistically be like, oh, they for sure gonna be the national champion. So like I said, it's a good look for Colorado right now, and it's just a good look because. And Deion talked that shit. Let's be clear. A lot of people was mad even at the beginning of the season when he told one of the CBS reporters he didn't want to talk to them because he didn't like the way CBS was writing up his family and stuff, doing different little things. And even over the game this weekend, it was like a little situation that happened with one of the footballs after his what's his son that played defense? Shiloh. He got a pick and ran it back into the end zone on fumble recovery, whatever, and ran it into the end zone and was doing a little Deion dance. And one of the ball boys from Texas Tech tried to get the ball out of his hand, and then Deion Jr., who do all the social media stuff in the camera, he pushed Slim hand down, like hit the ball out of his hand, like what you doing? Don't grab the ball from my brother like that. And they try to make a big story out of that, of course, because like I said, we know how. I mean, if you didn't learn anything else about election, and it clear as day is like, bro, mainstream media, when they want you to believe or they want you to see stuff the way they want you to see it, they will do a complete a complete media push on it. So and Deion and his kids have been some have met and felt the wrath of mainstream media. So again, shout out to Colorado. Hopefully they will make the playoffs. And that, like I said, that is a good look again. And then, like I said, just ending it on, and shout out to Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers are 11-0. I don't necessarily, one thing I can say about this NBA season, I don't know who's for real and who's fake, but Cleveland is 11-0. And that is kind of like, that's again one of the reasons I can't believe LeBron stayed in LA when he was a free agent. Like that shit's blowing me. And I'm saying the Lakers, and let's be clear, the Lakers don't look like trash this season. They look better than they have looked in the last couple of years, especially so far early. And even the Phoenix Suns, like I've been watching the Suns game, and I'm like, damn, I ain't even realize these niggas are 7-1. Like I'm thinking, like for some reason, I don't know why I thought they lost more games than one game, but they haven't. So shout out to the Phoenix Suns. And as a matter of fact, shout out to James Harden. He is holding that shit down with the Clippers by himself. Like nigga, he is balling with just him and what's the other like Norman?
Nigga ain't got no choice.
I mean, but nigga, I didn't. Nobody ain't expect that.
You want to get paid? You ain't got no choice.
I mean, shout out to him. Like I said, shout out to James Harden.
In a long time, so
yeah, we hooping. If he still want to pay that, he definitely gonna get one. Shout out and
I think he got 10 more threes to pass Ray Allen.
And a not shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks. They are looking like pure doo-doo. I believe they only won 2 games this season. Giannis literally today while we were recording, he had 43 points, I believe 13 rebounds, and they took an L to the Celtics. The Bucks is trash. Realistically, I don't know what the answer is going to be besides probably
not trash. It's dog rubbers.
I don't agree with that when it comes to basketball. Like, but nigga, you got to play. Like, it's not
only reason why I say that because look at Budenholzer. He in Phoenix. You said you didn't know Phoenix was 7-1.
Yeah, but he wasn't their last coach though.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
They won a championship. He was the last coach.
No, he was not, nigga. They just fired the black nigga.
Right. They shouldn't have fired him in the first place. They won a championship. That's what I'm saying. That was the last coach. That was the last time they was winning. They fired the black guy. He only played 10, 20 games at that. The last coach that they really had was Budenholzer.
With basketball, I just don't believe it's coaching. I'm not here for the coach shit. Like, it's basketball, though. It's 5 niggas on the court. If you got a superstar and you're supposed to be him, I don't believe in the coaches. Because you can sit here, if that's the case, then fucking the San Antonio Spurs shouldn't be dog shit for the last 10 years. Because Popovich is a great coach. Like, if that's what if that's what you about to tell me, did the coach really matter that much in the NBA? Why the San Antonio Spurs been fucking dog shit trash for the last 10 years?
They ain't got no talent.
So, nigga, make up your mind. Is it the coach or is the players?
Right, but you still got to pick the talent. You can't cook food without the recipes, right?
I mean, I hear you. I just don't. When it comes
with
to
the
coaches,
right recipes, you gotta you can't cook the food without the right recipe.
I hear you. Like I said, when it comes to basketball, like football, I'm with it. I can respect the coaches. The coaches matter when it comes to football because the X's and O's matter. But when we talk about basketball, nigga, it's who got the better players and can you make them chill?
But that's why I put it on Doc. How many teams you been on there where it has the talent?
No, I'm not saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Doc is not a good coach, but I don't think realistically, I don't think Giannis. I mean, like, bro, he just scored like who you like. How do you score 43 points and lose, dog? You got to stop somebody too. Because let's be clear, you score 40.
Had 40 the night before and they lost.
But play some defense. That nigga don't play no defense neither.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. But you picking the wrong personnel to play. That's what I said. And you still gotta blame the coach because the coaches are picking the players.
I guess we kind of can just move. We're moving out of sports. We can kind of. I just feel like, man, white people is in their bag, so they letting the N-word fly this week. We got a couple N-word stories going on.
Michael Porter Jr. recently said, "Oh, I don't like this. That if the Nuggets don't win this,
that was a good one.
Don't try to get me on that. They might have to break up the team." Lou, are you buying that this is the last dance for the Denver Nuggets?
Yeah, I'm buying.
Nuggets.
I'm buying. Beta, you're gonna be in trouble today.
That's not fair. It's not even a thing. It's not even a word.
Sounded like it.
You would love that.
Listen, anyways, I'm buying it. All good things come to an end.
I don't like hearing it though.
And it feels like
weird like
hearing that either.
We sure do. I'm sweating.
It's all right, Beto. You covered in the cloth. I got you. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. She's good.
No, I'm sweating.
But listen,
listen. One thing I'm not gonna say. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm one of these super mad black people because, bro, to me it wasn't that deep, and I'm not.
Well, she didn't say that.
Yeah,
she kind of said it like. She didn't say nigga. She said it like
she slipped up and said it. She was trying to read off the Nuggets and she was going off of saying something about Michael Porter Jr. and she was trying to sit here and say Nuggets and she ended up slipping up saying nigga. But so of course people, especially on Twitter, y'all know on Black Twitter, people were super mad at people were mad at Lou Will because Lou Will was sitting there laughing. And let's be clear, this is a FanDuel show. And let me tell y'all something, because I know most of the time when I talk, y'all be feeling like, oh, Mikey, you just pandering. Guess what I'm telling you? I know for a fact FanDuel don't give a fuck. I bet on FanDuel, and I know the difference between how they pander and they put up certain shit. Though, if you ever want to get, let me tell you a perfect example. How, and this is just some you can call it racism, you call it whatever you want. Let a white quarterback be playing a fucking black quarterback, and I promise you, I don't matter what the teams are, unless it's the Kansas City Chiefs or it's the fucking Ravens, the black quarterback will always be the underdog. So I'm telling y'all that FanDuel ain't gonna do shit to this girl for slipping up and accidentally saying nigga. So it's not to me, but even still, the way she said it, it's not that deep, dog. Like it was just literally she slipped up. It wasn't like something crazy.
If it wasn't for them, the laughing and all that,
it wouldn't have been that type of thing. So like I said, and that's just kind of Lou Will personality. Like Lou Will ain't no super serious nigga. Like I don't know what y'all be expecting. I don't know. And people was pissed off at him. They was like extremely, I can't believe he just sitting there laughing. What's so fucking funny about her saying? I'm like, come on, bro. She made a mistake. Like, let's not. I don't want to be one of them fucking people where it's like, I'm not crucifying her for that. Who was the other person that slipped up and said? Because I feel like it was two Jones back.
Judge.
Oh yeah, the judge in the YSL thing. Where is that at? Oh, here we go.
Still drinking? Where you at? I gotta do it for Boo. These niggas lacking. Like they're not doing enough to honor him or whatever. I don't know that you can say. I mean, you can say, oh, that means they don't have guns on them, but that would be quite a stretch. Right. Boy, you still drinking? Where you at? I gotta do it for Boo. These niggas lacking.
So we judging who said niggas crazy. The judge was more crazy because that was OD. And she didn't even stumble like, oops, my bad. She just walked into explaining what she was reading off lyrics. Okay. But I don't care. You reading off the lyrics, and then she literally just like, oh, lacking means you just don't got your gun or something like that. Like the whole time, then you can hear the whole courtroom be like, hold up, did she just say nigga? Like, listen to the courtroom.
Boy, you still drinking? Where you at? I gotta do it for Boo. These niggas lacking. Like they're not
niggas in the courtroom. Like, what the fuck did she literally just say, nigga? And she just she smooth moseyed on along. And of course, after, like, that's what I'm saying. One thing I can tell black people, if y'all want to hold your head on something, y'all can apply pressure on social media. Even in the real world, it ain't gonna matter, but on social media, y'all can make people apologize. It's not gonna happen in the real world. That's one thing I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just real quick. I probably may never vote again in my life. I'm gonna come clean. And I know that sounds super hypocritical because I'm not gonna lie to you. I was defeated like a fucking, no, I felt like I betted on my favorite team in the Super Bowl and I betted like 10 bands and lost. And was sick to my stomach, was like, bro, oh, yeah, fuck this shit. I'm cool. I don't even give a fuck no more. Y'all can do whatever the fuck you want. Every time I see Donald Trump come down, bro, you got it, Jack. You won. I felt like that shit literally felt like your favorite team made it to, I'm talking about your team, not just some random nigga you rooting for to hope they win the Super Bowl. No, your squad, your mob, and everybody know that's your mob. That was your man, and went to Super Bowl and fucking blew it, and you done lost 10 bands. Like, yeah, you got it, dog. You won't get it out of me again. And it's kind of fucked up because I do real life felt like they kind of just hit us with the super okey doke where it's like, yeah, hurry up, because we knew, for a fact, as many black people as did go vote for her would have not came out and voted for Joe Biden. It would have probably even been 20 times worse if they would have left him up there. So they kind of hit us with the okey doke, and now it's kind of just like, you ain't gonna never look for that again. You're gonna be terrified to look for that again. There's no way in hell you looking for that again. That shit will have to probably wait like 10 years from now for you to get black people that geeked up behind another fucking candidate. I'm sorry. I cannot see it. It won't happen. I'm telling you, if you probably can catch me 10 years from now, maybe I will forget what happened, but you just know when you're not coming back like that again in 4 years. There's no way on God's green earth. But again, like I said, just off of the nigga thing is, and RG3 they smoked RG3. Y'all know I can't stand me RG. So RG3 posted, I guess right after the election, RG3 posted, we got to stop sitting here acting like black men don't support black women. For people who don't know nothing about RG3 has been married to 2 different white women. So RG3 got a nice little family photo, and people brought that up as soon as he said, stop acting like black men don't support black women. They dragged him here. And RG3 tried to let me tell you something, RG3. One thing I can't respect about ESPN don't fuck with no fake black niggas. ESPN want the real shit, and that's why they bought Cam Newton, and that's why they bought Shannon Sharpe. They don't like the tap dancing shit. That's why I can respect ESPN for that. And guess what? Now RG3 he got to do the same shit I got to do. He just got to do green screens. And that's the crazy thing was like, bro, you was such a fucking... What's that fuck is that little dancing strong nigga? You were such a groovy gorilla dancing type of ass nigga, bro. And they smoked you, and nobody don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care about your opinion on shit with black on black love. He talking about you should be able to just love who you want and this, that, bro. RG3 suck a dick, dog. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Fuck them kids. Fuck your wife. Go eat a dick. And that's how I feel. I'm sorry. And maybe I would have felt some different type of sympathy. I told y'all I really didn't want to fucking feel that type of way. I really be feeling like this on heavy on my Dr. Umar shit. I was really kind of letting shit slide, and Drake got an easy slide too, right behind Kamala coming. Y'all niggas can eat a dick with all that motherfucking banging in the bed with the white girls. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck. Fuck RG3. Fuck however he feel about them tweets. I'm cool on them, dog. Like I'm absolutely A-okay with that one. Real quick, let's get into a little bit of sex toy action. For people who don't necessarily know, them dolls is getting the real deal. I don't know, for 8 racks, I feel like this shit better be able to do something, but Lamar Odom spent 8 bands on a sex doll that looks just like his ex, Khloe Kardashian. And I ain't gonna lie, this goddamn doll look like the real deal, Holyfield. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I feel like you can't, like, this shit just look like a real live, I don't know if you can't. It got to do something. For 8 bands, it got to do something more than look just like it. So you may need to wait. Like if you one of those type of people, just real quick. Let me slow down.
What?
No, let me just
say 8 bands. They got to do something. You got to think about all the work it's got on there.
But it still got to move or got to feel like, so it just can't look like, nigga, I'm not trying to just be hitting like a dead corpse. Like this shit got to be able to do something. They got to warm up. It got to moan or something. For 8 bands, it can't just look like something. Or I'm going to have to wait another year or something.
So
until
you want a robot then. It's a doll. Dolls don't talk, don't move.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Pause, no homo. The same way when women got the rolls and they got dildos and they got shit that can do other shit back to them. If I'm spending $8,000 on a doll, it has to do something back. You cannot sit here and tell me all I'm paying for is a look. So I'm not paying 8 bands. Listen to
that's what you're paying for the look.
Yeah, I'm cool then. I'll wait. Wait until Elon Musk, after you sit here and stop giving Donald Trump some head, nigga, come and fix this doll and give me one of those give me a Tesla junk that look like this. Like it's cool. The way it looks is perfect for the bread, but it has to do something else. I'm not paying 8 bands just for something to look at. It got to be able to see. One, I needed the moan, and I need that box and mouth to work for real. If you spending $8,000, I'm not spending $8,000 on something that just because it looked like something. And just for all the niggas, if you one of these, you in the manosphere and whatever the little crazy words that y'all be using on the internet, or you one of these people who listen to what's the Tate dude and whoever else and Fit and Fresh, go buy you one of these. Save your bread up. You ain't going out on no date. You ain't getting no pussy anyway. This would be way cheaper than going out on a $300 date. You want to save you some bread, you don't want to sit here and keep spending $300. Well, guess what you can do? You can save your money that you ain't spending on going on dates, and you can sit here and get you one of these
dates. Come on now. Come on. No, come on. Man, look, I think $300 is a good budget. It ain't. $300 ain't no good budget. Absolutely not. It's Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Real quick, and listen to what I'm saying. That's why I'm telling you. Just think about how many $300 dates you don't have to ever go on again in life if you spend 8 bands on one of them dolls.
Still gonna go on dates.
Well, I'm still gonna go on dates.
You
Nigga,
no. The doll don't do nothing.
No, so listen to what I'm saying. No, you missing what I'm saying. If I'm talking about, if I spend 8, I don't have Lamar Odom money, so he can just spend a random 8 bands and don't care about it. I'm saying if I spend my 8, that junk gotta sit here and get warm, make some noise, and the mouth gotta work. And you can get those 2 things for 8 bands. I'm spending 8 bands, and I may not never go on a date ever again in life.
But they can't do nothing else.
If the box get warm, this one sound crazy. If it get warm and get wet, cool. And if the mouth can move and it can make some noise, you may be all right, bro. You can hold it down. I feel like, and if I'm talking about, it had to feel. Listen to again, pause, no homo, because I feel like this is just crazy. It gotta feel as good as however the women feel about the rose. Me spending 8 racks on this doll, I need that doll to make me feel the way women feel about that rose. So if I can spend 8 bands, the way women feel about that rose, it can be like F niggas, I don't need them no more. Me and my rose is cool. That I believe that song. What's that little jump? Sending me rose or whatever that little song was. It was going viral on TikTok a couple of months ago.
October London. Yes.
But they was playing it because that had something to do with the rose, right? I ain't tripping.
He wasn't talking about that. He was not talking about the sex toy.
Well, I feel like that's how women was using it on social media. But even just still, whatever the case may be, if all I'm just saying, if I spend 8 bands, I need to be able to be
can I buy you rose? Yeah, that's not.
Oh, I thought it was saying, "Can I talk to you, Rose?" And I seen women kind of making it seem like that's what it was. I don't know. I don't listen to that song, so I don't know. I only can go off of the clips I seen. But all I'm just sitting here saying is, if I can eliminate all of that, and that dog can give me back that same feeling and that same service, then yeah, I'm cool. When I'll never probably have to go on a date ever again.
I hear that part, but then it's just like, all right, you still want to go out. I still want to do things. Like I can't.
I don't.
Huh?
No, I don't. So nigga, if I can,
that's kind of wild.
I'm trying to think who I can get. If I can get me, No, I ain't gonna name it, but I'm trying to think about who I want. If you only got one, if you ain't got a bunch of $8,000 laying around, you only got 8 racks. You got to get this shit down packed on the first go around. So you got to make this your dream girl. I wouldn't go for a goddamn Kardashian. Maybe late like Lauren London. Yeah, you probably can get you a Lauren London looking like I'm cool.
Drug dealers and scammers and stealers and robbers and athletes. We got the Atlanta Hawks, the Falcons, the Braves. You know how much money baseball players make?
I do.
So if you catch her after she been down there in Lenox with one of them Atlanta Braves and you show her $300,
You see, you name it. Now, which one of those teams Shannon Sharpe play for? The Falcons, the Braves, the Hawks, the MLS team. Which one he play for?
Club Shay Shay. You got that paper, man. Stop playing. It ain't but a few of them that got it. You got it.
I mean, now I got bread now.
You been had bread.
No, I didn't have no bread.
You a Super Bowl champion. You're not finna sit up here and act like we got the same money.
No.
I'm not finna go for that shit. You been rich and famous. You
Carlos,
was in there 96, 94.
No.
When the Broncos had the orange jersey, you was on there. Man, you been had paper.
But here's the thing, though. I was a 7th round draft pick.
Your brother got paper too.
That was his paper.
He still looked out like,
he did enough to get me motivated to see what he had, knowing that I wanted that. I saw the house with 3-car garage. It had indoor plumbing. I saw central heating and cooling. I wanted that. But I made $63,000 my first year.
What about them other 20 you played?
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the beginning.
What about you that's the past.
I got bread. I got bread now. So it's not a thing. But I look at it like this here. I look at it in the back like, okay, you know what? I believe if she came with her girls, she would still order like this. If I look at you and all of a sudden you talking about you want the seafood tower and that thing got 6 lobster tails and 5 crab claws and all and scallops and no.
Come on, you ain't telling me you putting these women on no budget, bro.
I'm on a budget.
No, hell no.
Yes, I am.
I don't believe that.
I'm on a budget.
Come on, man.
I'm a pro hustler.
Man, you still getting undisputed money. Stop lying to these folks. I get it. This your show. You don't want nobody asking you for nothing.
No, the undisputed.
You got paper, man.
Undisputed money stopped.
You got glasses on. You getting paper.
It stopped a couple of months ago, the undisputed money. It stopped a couple.
They got something for you. You getting some residual?
I get the residual.
Skill! No, come on, Skill!
That's all gone.
You getting paper.
No.
I don't hear that, bro. NFL Network.
No, I'm an ESPN now.
Hall of Fame.
They don't send no checks for the Hall of Fame.
They send you some money for having bad knees now.
No, they don't.
You don't get no retirement.
No.
Pension.
I mean, I haven't taken my retirement yet. What I'm gonna take my retirement for? I don't need it.
What you mean? Oh, you got so much paper, you don't need it.
Nah, I don't need it.
That's what I'm saying. Stop playing. You and Ocho getting independent.
All right, so just real quick, like I said, just going into of course, I feel like the crazy thing is the world's so messed up, and I'm sure people need a break. I'm down for all of the relationship topics that we can just kind of end the year off, right? If you want to get into the $300 date, I don't even know what a $300 date look like no more. That's how long it's been since I even thought about entertaining a $300 date. But yeah, shout out to Shannon Sharpe. I'm not mad at Shannon Sharpe for being cheap because he's Shannon Sharpe. He shouldn't have to sit here realistically. If I'm Shannon Sharpe, I don't necessarily know if I'm even going out on a date. Maybe and it had to be something that I actually want to do. It's not going to be something you're going to squeeze my arm and kind of force my arm to do. And I'm not going to lie to you. One of the things that I've said on here before they even, when it was supposed to be Trump versus Biden, I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of hope that the world do get so rough that the $300 date doesn't even be a thing anymore. Like, I do hope that the world get like that rough. Like, people feel like, oh my God, I'm only like one step away from slavery. When niggas start dating again because I love somebody. Like, the world got to really get that bad where people kind of be.
Not gonna happen.
What you mean?
I'm gonna date you because I love you.
I mean, yeah, because I like you. Like, back in the day. Before social media was social media, when people used to be like, hey, yeah, you actually went out on dates. You actually was having sex with people that you like.
It's not gonna happen.
So you don't think that the world can get so messed up that people will I mean, what's you say? It just get that bad that people don't even care. Like, everybody you literally just chopped and screwed. The world is just upside down. You in the depression. What is it?
Didn't you just say something about a dude asking for the girl to send him money so he can get weed? No, this shit not going. Niggas still gonna find a way to get the money, regardless. It ain't gonna change. It ain't nothing gonna stop.
I think the world can get that messed up. I think it can get that messed up that you realistically won't $300 dates or dates like expensive dates. Excuse me, won't be a thing no more. I'm almost. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm almost going to guarantee out on the limb. I'm gonna say give it by not in 2025 New Year, but give it to like 2026, mid 2026. I guarantee you a lot of those conversations, people won't be having them no more. It won't be no more 50-50 conversations. It won't be no more, what do you bring to the table? Niggas is going to be rushing to get into relationships. People are going to be looking for love because that's going to be the only thing that you probably can actually get out of here without just like damn near losing your mind over. Watch what I tell you. You can almost damn near mark my word. By 2026, mid 2026, if we talking about like, I may sit here and say like spring of 2026. It may even be before that. It may be going into like that 2025 winter, and you will see watch how people completely start dating and start moving a little bit different. Because I think a lot of times, a lot of this is just kind of just off of what I'm trying to impress on social media, but I feel like a lot of that has kind of even slowed down and died down a little bit. Like I don't see as many people running to go like on the trips no more or nothing. Like I for a minute.
So then let me ask you this question then, because if what you saying what the $300 a day should go away, you hoping them to get rid of, but are you going to sit here and go to Fridays?
What you saying? Will I go to Fridays?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
No, I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. But you when you saying that you want the $300 dates to go away, so I'm saying, will people accept going to Fridays and stuff like that more? That's the reason why.
No. You see, I think times will get so hard. You will feel like Fridays is just like, oh my God, thank you. Somebody even offered to even take me out to Fridays.
You know what it can stop if dudes will stop what you call it tricking. Stop doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, why we talking about tricking? I'm not gonna lie to you. Boston Richie irritate my goddamn soul because he tried too hard, dog. And we can kind of tie that into music. Boston Richie did put out a brand new project, and I'm not gonna lie, he just was throwing me off. And I'm like, cool, I get it. Like if that's your lane, you want to pander and cater to the women. But it's just, I'm like, bro, you trying too hard. Like I'm listening to the music, and I'm like, you trying to like too hard to make like, oh, tricking. Like this is my thing. This is my style of music. But bro, it's just kind of like, all right, it get corny. I'm not gonna lie. He do got this one song where he kind of like, he smoked it. It's called No Peace. And he was going back and forth with, who was he dissing? What's the little nigga? What's it? Q? What's his little nigga name? Out of Philly. Quilly. What's his Q? What's his name? Let me find out his name real quick. I'm messing it up. Yeah, OT7 Quani, whatever. I don't even know who he is. He is a local rapper based out of Philly. I'm sure he got like a little bit of motion in Philly or whatever the case may be. But him and Boston Richie had a back and forth, and Boston Richie also did diss Roddy Rebel as well on this song called No Peace. That probably is realistically my favorite song off of that new Boston Richie jump. But like I said, going back and I just kind of wanted to say that because you did say something about tricking. But I do agree with you. I do think men will have to stop tricking. I think men will have to stop tricking if the economy becomes even more worse than what it already is now. Like if it realistically is doomsday, like the way that they trying to paint it, like it may be in the next 2 years or whatever the case may be, or if this the Project 2025, if it really become a real thing, and I kind of think it spins everybody's world on his head. I do think realistically a lot of those things that people were looking forward to, I think it won't even be on the table no more for people to offer it. And that's why I said I think kind of like sometimes.
But that's why I keep saying I can't see it happening, because you still going to have the hustlers, the people who are getting to the money, and you going to still, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to lower your standards. You still like, oh, well, damn, these niggas ain't take you out. Well, I'm gonna take you to roof. You know what I'm saying? You still have niggas in that mentality. I don't see that changing. I don't see.
Maybe I don't necessarily know how. I don't know how much of those people still will be outside. I don't even know how many of those people will still be like shining like that. I don't know. Like, though, I pay attention to a lot of women on social media, and I have not seen as many crazy dates or many crazy trips like I did a year or two ago. As many, like, yeah, I don't see any like crazy, like, dog, what was the last?
But that's what I'm saying. But I think I think the value that you're holding social media to, a lot of people just don't post it. So you can't, like I said, you can't say, all right, well, they not, you know what I'm saying?
No, but listen, I hear what you're saying, but there you can't say, you're saying here saying what I hold social media to, but how do people go from everybody and their mother was just posting, going out on all these 5-star dates, and then everybody stop posting it?
Right.
So why did everybody stop posting it? That don't make no sense to me.
Because then now you start putting 2 and 2. Oh damn, that's the same. Oh, he took me to the same. He take you to the same spot. That's why
I think you got life fucked up. I don't think that's what it is. I think people pockets is getting tight. I think a lot of people are going less on those dates.
I don't think people. Like I said, people spending way more money now than they are before.
I hear you. I don't see why the fuck people still posting they go to concerts. So why people not posting they going out on these dates that you talking about?
I'm sure people going on dates. I just feel like I said, I don't see it stopping. I don't see it.
We're gonna see. Like I said, we could table it for now, and we will see. I am a fan of I Told You So Records. I will be happily to bring it right to your doorstep. I do want to play this clip from Logic. For people who don't know who Logic is a DMV rapper that people really don't claim, but he is still a very big rapper nationally.
5, I put it out, and it was fun, and fans have been waiting for it for a really long time.
Yeah,
and I put my heart and soul into it.
Years.
Yeah, really long time. But what I've noticed is like I've been on a run of doing like super hip hop music.
Yeah,
and that shit doesn't pay the bills at all.
Really?
But it's because I made all my money before doing pop and turn up shit.
Right.
And then I've been blessed enough to be in a position to be able to make music from my heart. But next year I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm about to drop all this like Playboy Cardi trap turn up shit. Get a bag and have fun.
Remember that? And listen to what I'm saying. And the crazy thing is, him saying that people couldn't hear what he was saying. That was basically, like I said, that was Logic. And I think Logic's biggest song was like one of those songs that like super mainstream was that what was that 1-800
You want to agree me on that? I think
he might have. I believe it was the 1-800 suicide song, whatever that was. Like that was probably his biggest song. That's his song. That I mean, most if you don't know it's him, if you hear the song, you be like, oh, I heard this song before. Whatever case may be. That song was huge. So like you said, he made a lot of songs. He made commercial money, but the last couple of years, I'm sure realistically, people haven't been checking for him. People not really checking for his music, but he's still been putting music out, and nobody. And he, like you just said, it's not paying my bills. So realistically, I know what the people want to hear. I know what's really getting the streams going up. I know where to get your bookings going up. Is me making more catchier festival turn up type of music where it's not any, and I think it's a feeling to it. I do, and I honestly, I'm not mad at him because I do think sometimes.
I don't think that's possible though.
What you mean for him?
Because I mean, you're a backpack rapper, so I can't see you just about to sit here. You're about to run around, jump on stage, and make all this I don't see it. How can you change? How can you just change? Because you're still looked at as Logic.
I mean, that don't mean nothing. You got to hit.
Yeah, but but how many people can turn like that? That's like saying Lupe Fiasco about to sit here and make
Nigga, I could take perfect example with somebody who just recently did it. Kanye West did it with Carnival.
But Kanye West has been doing different music all his career. He ain't just stayed with one type of what's name. You talking about Logic is a backpack rapper. A local, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a backpack rapper. He's a definition of a backpack rapper. He's not mainstream to what's name. He's a backpack rapper where he do all the big words and all that. I can't see you just jumping around because I listen to Logic music, so I can't see you I've never listened to a Playboy Cardi. Every time you got to tell me a Playboy Cardi song. So for you to sit here and turn it, you have a crowd, you have a fan base. I can't see you just going completely left and trying to make just to pay bills when you the one who said you was retiring from rap.
I know. Listen, I hear everything you saying, and I don't necessarily. And I'm not about to make it seem like it's easy because I don't necessarily. Because if it was that easy, I'm sure everybody would do it. So I'm not disagreeing with you on that one. I don't know how. I'm not saying I think he's going to try. I don't think he may be saying it jokingly, but I think realistically he's probably going to try because I think every rapper has that moment where it's like, unless you just huge on your principles and morals, and you just really one of them people where it's like, I'm not going to allow. I'm not going to allow how my music is accepted to change the type of music that I make. But I don't necessarily know if everybody can really stand that firm on their principles and morals and never want to kind of like break code and kind of be like, damn, I do want to hit. Like, when was the last time I had a hit record? So I'm not mad at him for sitting here even being honest and be like, bro, I kind of want a hit record. Like, I haven't had a hit record. But then God knows how long.
That's my question. Then what do you really consider a hit record? If you putting out project, you still putting out good music. What makes it? That don't make you saying you putting out music like Playboy Cardi don't mean it's gonna be a hit record. But because if you don't please to that audience,
but I listen to what I'm saying. Most of the time, even with that audience, like perfect example, even just for me, it was so much new music that came out on Friday, and this is kind of almost felt like this was like the live mixtape days because it was so many not like mainstream artists. It was just a bunch of not. And I'm not saying they local because I mean, of course, if you found the way to get on, the front page of the Apple Music, new music that came out on Friday, obviously you're a little bit above a local rapper because you got to know somebody to get on that page because everybody and their mother can't get on that page. But it went back to the cover thing. I'm looking at people like, all right, I want to find out some new music to listen to. I'm looking at it like, damn, who got the hardest cover? Who cover almost remind me of like some old mixtape type of covers. So those was the people that I gave first clicks to. Do I think if Logic could come up with like a dumb catchy song and people don't know it's Logic and it get super popping on TikTok first, he may be able to do it. Like it's bro, if we live in a day and age, listen to.
But that's my thing. You want to be known as you. There's no way you can be like that. That's why I say I can't see.
Okay,
how you can do that.
So perfect example. Me and Top was having this question. Do you think the girl whose song it is that Clock That T? You think that she hate that song? Ain't she that song is popular? Is not her verse.
What's the Clock That T?
The Bape Joan, the song, this shit with the cripple nigga.
So you saying, do she hate the fact that it's not?
It's nobody don't know it's her song. She on the song, it's her song. She got a whole verse before. She got a verse, she do the hook and everything before it even get to the Shamar dude part. But the part that's the most popular, like, they just went on the radar. And the part that all the blogs picked up was the Shamar nigga Joan. Like I could go, if that was me, listen what I'm saying. Of course, the breakdowns and the splits or whatever the case may be, you may be cool with it. Like you may not care. Matter of fact, I want to say it was a clip of Shamar going back and forth with his manager because his manager kind of did him dirty on the splits for that song. But I could just imagine if that song was my song, bro, I would be sick to my stomach. I ain't gonna hold you because I want people, like, if it's my song, I want people to know it's my song. Like, I don't want to sit here and be like, this is my song and everybody only waiting for the other person part. And that's how kind of almost like when we talk about
songs just like that. When it's your song, but we hear that part, that is. But believe my only thing, I can't be mad as long as you still listen to the song and it's still getting the numbers on streaming. I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at you. Okay, it's popular on TikTok, but it's not my part. That's just like who I just seen somebody doing a dance. Who was it? Bobby Valentino with that Slow Down. Like I guess they got to dance to it now. You like that song is how old now, and now it's coming back. You can't be mad at that. Like, oh damn, people don't know that song. That was my song. So I can't be mad that it's catching legs. I just hope my streaming go up from that.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Like I said, to me, I would be blown. I ain't gonna hold you. Because let's be clear, streaming is one thing, TikTok and all that, but still, you still want to get booked for that show. That girl got that song. That song is huge right now, especially on social media. I'm sure she not getting booked for that song. The person who's benefiting to getting booked from that song is the Shamar nigga. Like that's the crazy part. Like he get his bookings is going up and is running, and he running up his bookings. And I couldn't imagine. I would be so.
But that
sick.
goes back to how you market yourself. If you're not marketing yourself, not putting yourself out there, letting it know that is your song, that's on you. That's bad marketing.
I mean, she's trying her hardest to let people know that that's her song, but I don't think people even care. I think people just like that his part, and that's the part that everybody doing the dance to. So I mean, you got to kind of take that L. So like I said, I guess because we kind of bounced all over the place, and we originally was talking about Logic. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this play out for Logic. I do want to play this clip of Cash Doll because I'm gonna constantly sit here and say this. I think Cash Doll should sit here and say screw rapping and real life. Really just start a podcast because every time she talk, I feel like she kind of knock it out the park. I don't necessarily know why somebody don't next to her and really just be like, bro, you should just podcast instead of just keep trying to put out this music.
I'm not sure. I'm not acting like I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm hurt. I had 2 kids with somebody.
Right.
Of course, I thought that was going to be it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I didn't want it to go that way.
Right.
I wouldn't have had the kids.
Right. Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to be the bitch on there and trying to act tough. And no, my heart got broken too.
Mm.
I'm human like you.
Yeah.
Things happen. It's time to go on, and it's no hard feelings.
Right.
I'm not trying to do nothing to tarnish that man. None of that,
So, of course, if people don't know who that is, that was Cash Doll. She was on Paul Mine's podcast, and she basically was talking about her relationship going left with Tracy T. And the reason why I wanted to play that clip, because I do appreciate that Cash Doll kind of walked back, because what she's saying now on that podcast clip wasn't the same thing she said when they originally broke up. Because when she originally broke up, she made it like, oh, who cares? You don't got to be married to have kids and this, that, and the third. She was whopping and basically at that part when it first originally happened, she was on the internet crashing out and making it seem like she didn't care about the relationship not working. She don't need the relationship to work to have kids. When now she's okay, time has passed a little bit. I get to sit in my emotions. I get to have my adult thinking pattern and my adult thinking pattern is realistically, if I knew that this relationship wouldn't work, I just wouldn't even have had the kids with him. And to me, I respect that answer more than the original answer when they first broke up. Because when they first broke up, she was on the internet and she was making it seem like, oh, who cares? Y'all sitting here putting too much emphasis on marriage, and the marriage don't mean, like, she was in her bag and she was really kind of just saying all the stuff that girls say on social media. So I appreciate her kind of walking back her original feelings and kind of putting on her adult feelings. So shout outs to Cash Doll for that one. What else? Oh yeah, other news one, because we was talking about music and we was talking about people know somebody for excuse me. Plies is trying to sue Soulja Boy, Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, and Cardi B for using that little the beginning part of the basically off the newer song is called what is it? Wannabe from Meg Thee Stallion and Glorilla, but it's originally that sound and most people probably know it from. I know it from Pretty Boy Swag from Soulja Boy, and then he got it from, and Soulja Boy got it from My Dougie. So basically, even when Plies filled out the lawsuit or whatever the case may be, the I believe Juju made the beat. I believe he made that beat for Wannabe, and he basically said, "Oh, we got the sample cleared from the right person," because My Dougie came out in 2006. Plies song My Goons came out in 2008. So basically, to do like the original sample, the original sound was made in 2006 from My Dougie, and or Teach Me How to Dougie. And basically, Soulja Boy was on that song. We got the beat cleared from Soulja Boy, and we got it cleared because I believe the producer who originally made that Dougie beat is credited on the Wannabe songs. He's like, I don't know who you think you suing or who you think you about to get some money from, but you ain't about to get no money from us because we went and got it done the right way. And that to me was, and of course, people were dragging Plies because they was like, damn, you was just going super hard for Kamala, and then you sit here trying to sue two black women who was also, y'all was all on the jump together, whatever the case may be, on the campaign trail for her and bigging her up, and literally as soon as the election over, you sit here filing the lawsuit, whatever the case may be. I honestly think Plies, you're going to lose, dog. I don't realistically, you kind of see Meg Thee Stallion is goddamn like Mike Tyson in the courtroom, so she kind of like KO and shit. I don't necessarily know how you think you was going to win something from that, because nobody, I don't even care if your song came out first. Nobody knows that from that jump. So for you to kind of try to get like, you're never going. Maybe on the Meg pop, but because you putting Soulja Boy and Glorilla and Cardi into it, because I know that like the public opinion on Meg, people don't really be banging with Meg like that. But you're never going to win the public opinion against Soulja Boy, Cardi B, and Glorilla. That's not gonna happen, dog. Like that just don't make. And people, that song, it just didn't sound like. Even when I'm listening to the beat, I'm like, bro, I'm not even thinking about this song. I'm sure nobody was thinking about this song. Nobody sit here, and that's even when the producer even posted that out. He was like, bro, this not even a single off of this project. Who do you think actually heard this song? And I think sometimes, again, like maybe that's why, again, sometimes when I say I don't know where Plies cash flow be coming from or what he be doing when he be in that car. Maybe you should get out of that car and get in front of one of these microphones and get you a pot, because this is a reach to me. Like, and this is one of them reaches that kind of make people be like, oh, nigga, you might be tight.
I mean, if you never heard My Dougie, it wouldn't be a reach.
No, if I never heard Pretty Boy Swag, nigga, would be a reach.
Huh? No, but that song came out before Pretty Boy Swag.
Cool, but I still know that little.
Yeah, but it's still. I mean, but you can't. But that's what I'm saying. But it's you still want your money. Like I said, when he said that whole My Dougie, I thought My Dougie might have been after that. So that's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't even, like I said, to hear that song, you know that beat, you know that sample. So I mean, I'm not mad at, but then, like I said, you ain't do all your homework, because if you saying what's name came out before that, then yeah, you don't have no fight for real. But I don't like I said, that song. I mean, I've heard that song plenty of times, but like I said, I don't think
you heard the Plies song plenty of times.
Yeah, My Goons, yeah, that album, yeah.
I've heard that album, but I haven't heard that song. Like, and that ain't even, like, to me, that's not even Plies' best album. So that wasn't one of them songs that I know for a fact I ain't never heard that song a million times. I ain't even about to act like that was ever in my rotation, because that's not my favorite album from Plies. But I mean, I guess we're gonna see. I'm gonna go out on a
no. I don't think he gonna. I mean, I don't think he got. I don't think he got one, because, like I said, My Dougie. No. If My Dougie was after that, then yeah. But nah.
Yeah, so My Dougie came out first. I do kind of want to, because I think we missed this story last week. So I do want to play. So Jason Kelce, for people who don't know who Jason Kelce is, he is Travis Kelce's, I believe he is the older brother. Yeah, he is the older brother between him and Travis. So he was out at a football game. I want to say the college football game. Was it Penn State? It might have been a Penn State game. Yeah. And some people thought that they was going to haggle him while he was walking onto the game. So I want to play the clip of what people said, and I do also want to play his apology. The apology, which I don't think he even needed to have, to be honest.
Field things.
Kelsey, can I get a fist bump? Kelsey, can I get a fist bump?
Kelsey, can I get a fist bump?
Okay, hold on. I gotta go. I gotta get it off of Twitter because that.
Yeah, I'll
they
show you
posted on
5.
Instagram. They didn't. You can't hear. You can't hear the sound for real.
Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey.
Kelsey, can I get a fist bump? Kelsey, can I get a fist bump?
Hey, it's just one thing real quick. Sometimes, like I said, maybe everybody don't do the man science or the man math. I told you I do it. I'm one of those people who size people up from head to toe and kind of get a good feel for if this person will give you a long day. For people who don't know, Jason Kelsey is a huge man. He was the center for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles, of course, signature the brotherly shove. If you just Google the brotherly shove, Google tush how push. Effective the tush push. Google how effective the tush push was, and that was led by Jason Kelsey. Jason Kelsey is a huge white country hillbilly looking type of man. And for somebody to walk up to him, and that's what I'm saying. One thing I can sit here and say about white people, y'all are ballsy and y'all don't have no picks. Y'all do not care because there's no way in hell I would have grown up on Jason Kelsey and called his brother the F-bomb and didn't sit here and think that nothing was going to happen to me. Listen what I'm saying. And Jason Kelsey is such a big man. He's literally like, he's in the middle of a bunch of college kids just walking, minding his business. And then somebody, hey, your brother's an F-bomb because he date Taylor Swift. And that nigga turned around and said, who? Give me that. He took this man. You can hear that phone smash. And he said, now who the F-bomb? And so I'm going to play his apology. I honestly don't think he should have apologized. But
A field here, Arrowhead Stadium. And I am Scott Van Pelt alongside Ryan Clark, Marcus Spears, and Jason Kelsey. And guys, we have a weekend full of NFL action that we want to get to. And obviously we have a significant game to talk about as well with the reigning two-time champs who have not lost. And we will get to all of that. But Jason, I know you got some stuff on your mind, and I want to give you the floor to say what's on your mind.
Yeah. Listen, I think everybody's seen on social media everything that took place this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's why listen, I'm not happy with anything that took place. I'm not proud of it. And, in a heated moment, I chose to greet hate with hate. And I just don't think that that's a productive thing. I really don't. I don't think that, it leads to discourse and it's the right way to go about things.
A field here.
About things. And in that moment, I fell down to a level that I shouldn't have. So I think the bottom line is, I want to live my life. I try to live my life by the golden rule. That's what I've always been taught. I try to treat people with common decency and respect, and I'm going to keep doing that moving forward. Even though I fell short this week, I'm going to do that moving forward and continue to do that. So, yeah, I think we got a game to focus on. Obviously, a matchup. I don't think this is the platform to necessarily go into more detail. So get ready for this Chiefs game.
Much respect, bro.
Respect.
For real. All respect.
Respect.
No doubt. You have more.
In real time, and shout out to Ryan Clark, because in real time, Ryan Clark already off the rip said, I would never apologize for that. I'm standing with Jason Kelsey. And I'm sure most people would. I think realistically, you kind of need to bring back that. And I understand because, of course, the price on cell phones, that is, I guess, when anything, if y'all don't know, theft over $1,000 is a felony. Because if you go to the store and you steal something that's under $1,000, you can get away with it. Like if it's like a $300 joint, it's a misdemeanor. If it's $500, it's a misdemeanor. If it's $600, it's a misdemeanor. But because cell phones cost so much, it off the rip becomes a felony. But I'm not gonna lie. You, Jason Kelsey, you got it. Y'all literally just got 100 M's from Amazon Prime to do y'all podcast. So you got the bread. It's not gonna help you. But like I said, I know how the way he presents himself is like, hey, I'm the nice brother. I'm cool. I'm funny. Ha, ha, ha. I'm the party guy, whatever the case may be. But you still realistically, you a man, one. And I'm again, kind of even going back into our conversation last week when we was talking about Lil Durk, is like some things people going to crash out for. I'm not mad at Jason Kelsey crashing out for riding for his brother. One, his brother not there. And then two, you not about to call my brother out of his name just because you feel like it. So cool. If I'm the F-bomb, boom, screw your phone. And now you tell me who the F-bomb is. Now you go figure it out. Because I got enough bread to go to court, so there ain't gonna be nothing. And everybody heard you. Ain't no court in the room, and especially ain't no court now that Donald Trump about to be back in office. Ain't nobody gonna let that slide. So realistically, you may get your phone repaid for, and you may get a couple extra dollars, maybe. I don't necessarily know if you're gonna necessarily even get that. So again, shout out to Jason Kelsey. I'm not mad at that one. Excuse me.
Conversation. Jimmy Iovine was on a plane with will.i.am, was on their way to Vegas. Jimmy, as they're landing, looks over at Will and says, I got a feeling tonight's gonna be a good night. will.i.am, I got a feeling.
That's amazing.
So good. Dude is on the phone arguing with his girl, engineer.
I'll be home. I'll be up.
He tells her,
If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight.
hung the phone up. He said, what did you just say to her? If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. All right. Teron and me at the club. He leaves the club. He said, you just stand on couches more than He said, they acting like us. He writes, I'm in a club, high of perp with some shades on.
No way.
You gotta go live. You gotta go experience. Anything can be a song. Just pay attention to the moments. You reckon it can be a conversation.
Shout out to Ray Daniels. Ray Daniels does an amazing job of just breaking down the music business and just little short details like that. And I guess because we're going into wording and things that people say in music that may be held against them. Lil Durk got a song that he did with what's my man name? BabyFace Ray. BabyFace Ray, of course, is a Detroit rapper. They got a song together. I believe it's on DJ Band's collabo project that he put out. And the verse basically is said, what did it say? They told me they got the Addy. I said, go, go. Y'all know that's like a Lil Durk ad lib. I got the location, go, go. Green light, go, go. Durk rapping the song. Looking on the song, I see your son, and he's screaming, no, no. What you think happened? So basically, what they trying to sit here and say that this song will be played in the courtroom, and DJ Bands basically came out and said that this verse was already done before the Quando Rondo thing happened. But I'm not going to lie. Y'all know I love Lil Durk, but I got to keep it 100. That is literally what happened in that video. There is a video floating of Quando Rondo getting out the car and people were picking him up and him screaming, no, no, with his dead cousin laying right there in the gas station. I listen to what I'm saying. I'm a Durk fan. I don't care. I appreciate the savage shit. That's why I just played it right after that Ray Daniels. What that nigga say. Sometimes you got to live life for debate to get some good verses together. Lil Durk live life, dog. I'm sorry. I don't care. We're going to keep streaming Durk music. If y'all feel sorry for Durk, just keep streaming his music so he can keep running his streams up so he can get paid. He can still take care of his family if y'all keep running the numbers up. You got one more month to sit here.
But we never found, I guess on that. Do he still getting, is he, because of, I mean, he's under a label, right? So he's not getting all that.
I don't know, because you got to think about Lil Durk has been he'd have been in at least like, I want to say, I don't want to exaggerate, but I want to say he'd have probably been in like 3 or 4 different music deals. So I'm sure whatever I want to say I think the last time I heard him being signed to somebody was Alamo, but I'm sure by this time his deal got to be right. And the reason why I say that because he used to be on a Def Jam deal. He had some I want to say he was on contract with Coke Boys at one time. He was in I want to say he was signed to 300. He's been in enough deals, and I'm sure whatever deal he's in right now is more in his favor than it is somebody else. And then Lil Durk never been realistically a huge and that's one of the reasons why he got to get out of some of his deals, because he's not one of those rappers they got a bunch of hit singles that somebody want to keep you on a label, like they not about to let you out of this deal, and they trying to strong arm you into this deal for a long time because he didn't had so many Jones. But I'm not gonna lie, even reading that Joan out and him sitting here saying, oh, you was screaming out no, no, like this nigga Quando Rondo was literally in the video saying no, no, no. It's gonna be hard for you for them to sit here and say that them two things don't line up. I mean, of course, they got to prove it, so it is what it is. And I'm sure if DJ Bands got the audios, because I mean, of course, when you record stuff, it saved the date. So if the date was saved before, then that's all you got to show. But just for shits and giggles on social media, it kind of just make it seem like, damn, that bar was kind of hard. And I'm sure when most people heard that verse, you kind of put 2 and 2 together. If you seen that Quando Rondo Jones, you kind of like, you probably chuckled a little bit, like this nigga Durk is crazy. Again, like I said, shout out to Lil Durk. Again, keep streaming his music. I do want to get into this. Keisha Cole and Huncho, I believe they called it quits because Keisha Cole took it to her social medias and said, I'm single as F. I guess my question for the room is Keisha Cole the problem? Because Keisha Cole likes to date younger men. I believe her baby father to one of her, I guess her youngest kids. I didn't even know that he was from a younger dude from the DMV. He's like super young, especially compared to her. I want to say she may almost got him by like a dub. I can't remember the exact years, but is she like the younger dude? So I kind of wonder, is Keisha Cole the problem? And of course, Keisha Cole is a beautiful woman. So this is not no shots to her, but you can be a beautiful woman and you can also still be the problem.
Well, it could be that she just they young. They too young to want to settle down. So maybe
or do you think they're just too young to give her actually what she may need?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So she might need to date.
So, would you still kind of put that in as she's kind of the problem though?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, because if she keeps dating younger men, then yeah, she would be the problem. Why don't you date somebody older than you or your age, and they could maybe give you what you're looking for?
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering. When I seen it, I kind of was like, yeah, Keisha, you kind of got it. And let's be clear. I mean, I hope he paid cash for whatever the gifts he gave her, and he wasn't on his and he wasn't trying to take him back. But it was kind of because her birthday did just pass, and he went out, he bought out, he got her a car, he got her like some jewelry or something, the case may be. So I'm sure, hopefully, I mean, I don't know how the car situations work because it be seeming like sometimes these people, these rappers and these entertainers buy cars, but they leasing them. So like, yeah, I give you this car for a gift and I'm just paying the bill, but it's not actually paid for. So that's my only thing is kind of just like, yeah, all right, cool. Whenever your lease up, you got to get this car back. Because I believe that was kind of the situation with Quavo and Sweetie. So I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. Keisha Cole, you may just need to just date a little bit older. But I ain't gonna lie, that ain't a good look. I mean, like I said, maybe if he ain't take the gifts back, whatever the case may be, I do want to give a little bit of love and shout outs to Coco Gauff, because Coco Gauff just literally just got that bag from she just, I forgot what's the name of this one of these little tours. I mean, I'm not gonna say little tours because obviously it got her super paid. I believe her winning was $4.8 million was the winning. She just won a tournament. I'm not sure the name of the tournament, but I am going to play this clip so y'all can learn the name of the tournament at the same time as I do.
It's taken a lot of work for this tournament to kind of get back to the kind of prize money it's supposed to have. Yeah. What does it mean for you to pocket the biggest prize check in the history of the tour?
Oh, that it really
is. It's $4.8 million. You don't know what you.
Well, I didn't know. Like, I knew it was some money. Like, but I didn't know how much. Okay.
So I guess what does it mean for you? And also, how will you treat yourself?
Oh, it means a lot to me. How would I treat myself? I don't know. I mean, I bought a house, so, and I don't really know what else like I want other than that. I'm going to a music festival next week actually, so I don't know. I'm not someone who likes to like spend a lot of money, to be honest. I don't know what I'll do with it. That's a lot of money. What you said,
4.805.
4.8. Oh gosh, that's so. I hope I'm like one of the highest paid female tennis players this year, or athletes. So that would be exciting. But no, I mean honestly, I wanted to win this for myself. I didn't know that it was the biggest prize check on this tour. I didn't know anything about that. I knew there was money, but I just try not to. I never played for this. Yeah, but that's cool.
So I mean, they still didn't sit here and say what the tour was, but she won $4.8 million. That's a lot of money. And Coco Gauff is still extremely young, so I'm sure she's super excited. And it's cool with the fact that she didn't even know what she was winning. Of course, she just wants to win. If you are a competitor, you just want to win. And I can kind of even tie that into because a lot of people was giving Kamala slack because when she lost, she didn't come out that night and give her a commencement speech or whatever that speech is called. She didn't come out that night. She came and did it the next day. Two things for sure. And sometimes when you see people complain about certain things, I'd be like, have y'all ever played sports? Have you ever lost something that you really ever wanted to win? For people who are not familiar with that, just go back and look at Cam Newton when he lost the Super Bowl against the Denver Broncos. Cam Newton didn't want to talk to the news after he lost. Nobody wants to talk to nobody after you take a huge L in front of the world and everybody know you lost. I don't have no words for you right now. I don't have shit to say for you. And people did the same thing to Cam Newton. Let's be clear. They called him he was a sorry sport or whatever the case may be. He's a diva. He wasn't professional or whatever. They do that all the time. But I'm telling you something. If I take an L in front of the world, nigga, I ain't coming to talk to nobody right after I take my L neither. Let me sit here and digest this L a little bit, and then I can come back and report to y'all a little bit later. But like I said, again, shout outs to Coco Gauff because $4.8 million. And that's just one job. I'm sure she got plenty or more tournaments to sit here and get it. Well, the year about to be over, so I don't know how many more she got this year. But of course, I know she gonna have some when the weather break leading into like the springtime or something. So again, like I said, shout outs to Coco Golf. What else was going on in the world? I feel like some. Fuck, I hate when it should be happening. Oh, I do want to play this because we kind of it's been a couple of every time I've meant to sit here and play one of these this little what the hell is this shit called? What's the John that you sent, Erica? What's them Jones called? When the people be in the relationships. What's the hold on? What is it? I'm about to play it. It don't matter.
Suspect got two black eyes. Keep coming to my school, and all the kids is asking me what happened to my mama.
Go to hell. Suspect got two missing teeth at the bottom. She snagged a tooth, and she bad as hell. And
Suspect got a big fake booty.
Girl, you is a hater. Come on. Suspect be acting like she tough on social media, but she really a crybaby, and she always crying and want to be held. Yeah, I'm telling them.
Suspect got two baby daddies and no man.
Bro, this is getting personal. You come on, baby. Suspect got to be reminded every day by her mama to put underwear on.
Mama!
Yeah, that's my hater shit.
Yes!
Oh, hold on.
We gotta play the Ari one.
Oh, no, I'm gonna play it. Hold on. This. Oh, here go. Yeah, here go. All right.
That shit was fun.
Suspect always want to go out with money, but not her beautiful son.
What? Oh, what? Ew.
Suspect mad I want to be with his daddy. Nah.
Suspect really crying. It was a joke. Like, tighten up, bruh.
Suspect always want to go out with money, but not her beautiful.
Hey, Mo, that.
Oh, that ain't the one with everybody.
What you mean? It was. Oh, that was just it. That was the only one I seen.
No, the one that's what she got in trouble about.
What you mean? What happened? Oh,
Somebody said
send it to me. I ain't seen
yeah, this shit was like suspect acting like she in a relationship but really living a single life. Like, it was like the sisters and all that.
Oh no, I ain't see that one.
Suspect works 7 days a week, bank account still in the negative. Bitch. Suspect thinks she gonna drink wine. The bitch be fucked up off of 2. Just 2 though? That's all I need.
Suspect 37 still can't find the love of her life.
Suspect only 21. Keep wanting to hang with the 30-year-olds. Fuck out of here. Suspect snores so motherfucking low. You think it's a bed in the house? Suspect fuck with niggas that can't dress every time. Same nigga can't dress.
Suspect had all her kids early. Finally get to get outside.
Suspect keep wearing them tennis days. Not tennis days like heels. She wore me in the airport last time. Couldn't even walk. Suspect get a bill saying and still complain. Suspect swears she working on herself, but she always cussing somebody out on the daily. Bitch, I've changed. Suspect always want to plan a fucking trip, but always late and miss the flight. Suspect works 7.
Suspect was in a 14 relationship, no ring, no kids.
Suspect said she was going to learn how to run this year, but she's already 30.
Suspect dated a guy with a baby on the way and thought she didn't have to worry about a baby mom.
Suspect couldn't find a date in real life and had to get on Facebook dating.
Suspect is 30 years old and moving back into her dad's house.
Suspect said she hates her dad, but bought him an Apple Watch for Christmas.
Suspect lost 20 pounds and still has body dysmorphia.
Suspect started hair school at 30 years old and all her classmates were 18.
Suspect went to dinner with an NBA player and then had a girlfriend and he blocked her on everything.
Bro,
I said it.
You said it. Man, this shit is the funniest. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. You got, and the crazy thing is when people who actually be in a relationships with motherfuckers, I'm like, well, ain't no hell you sitting here telling me you in a relationship with somebody, you have to deal with this shit.
Suspect claimed to be in love, but always living a single life.
Suspect finally got her together and stopped being a runaway. Suspect claimed to be a girly girl, but always ashy than a mother.
Suspect always want to go out. Girls, stay inside.
Suspect just broke in. He always changes clothes and never flushes the toilet.
Suspect's on a second engagement in 2 years. My sons keep him in, honey. Thank you. Suspect claimed to be skinny, but stay on no Ozempic.
Suspect got a car but can't drive.
Suspect claimed to be going through puberty, but been the same height since 5th grade.
Suspect always in a bad mood and on the phone with a boyfriend.
Suspect always want want to go out with money, but not her beautiful son.
Again, matter of fact, I ain't say again because we didn't say it yet. Rest in peace to Chubby Baby. For people who don't know who Chubby Baby is, I've originally found out who Chubby Baby was through Dipset. I want to say, was he on Killer Season? I want to say Chubby Baby may have been on Killer Season. I'm almost 100% positive Chubby Baby was on Killer Season. For some of the people who may be a little bit younger and missed the Dipset era, Chubby Baby probably most people may know him from Future, and he was probably one of the people who was connecting the dots for Future early in his career, getting him a lot of those features from like the Lil Waynes. From I want to say he was the one who connected the dot with Drake and Future originally. So again, Chubby Baby, I want to say he originally from Ohio. I'm almost 100% positive he was on Killer Season, and because of that reason, because he is from Ohio. And when they had that scene, when they had the part in the movie when Cam went to Ohio, I'm almost 100% positive Chubby Baby was in Killer Season. If my mind can remember me right, I want to say Chubby Baby was in Killer Season. But again, rest in peace to Chubby Baby. What else is going on in the world? I guess we can kind of get into a little bit more serious stuff because it was a lot of little especially here in the DMV area, it was a huge story for a very popular chef. I believe he owned, I want to say he owned 2 restaurants, but his most popular one that I know a lot of people that went to, especially when it first opened, was it's called, what is it called? Honcho's House. And I believe it is in Hyattsville, Maryland, and it's close to PG Mall. So I do want to play this clip. And I do just want to kind of remind people, because we kind of skipped over it a little bit when I sit here and say it, because of the weather seems so crazy and people forgetting it's the holidays. One thing you have to remember when it is holiday season: robberies, carjackings, people breaking into your cars, all of those things will be extremely at a higher level, especially during the holiday season, because that's just how people move during the holidays. That is the sad thing about the holidays. So all I would recommend people, especially if you're out doing shopping, be careful, be on your P's and Q's, pay attention to your surroundings. When you're leaving, if you can get in the house a little bit earlier and not out as late. I know everybody's work schedule not the same, but just got to be careful, especially during the holiday season, because like I said, all those crimes do go up extremely at a higher or larger clip during the holiday season. So I am going to play this story right here.
Chef named Tobias Dorzan is recovering in the hospital tonight along with his girlfriend.
Yeah, Hyattsville police say they were shot, then robbed while walking home from dinner last night, and no arrests have been made yet.
Tonight, Alexis Wainwright has some surveillance video from neighbors. It shows the attack and what appears to be the car police want to find.
I spoke with the family and they tell me that he and his girlfriend are still in the hospital. They're asking for prayers. Meanwhile, we did receive some surveillance video, and we're not going to show all of it, but we can tell you in some of that video, you see the suspects go over to Tobias Dorzan and check his pockets after shooting him. Meanwhile, you can hear the girlfriend screaming and crying. Then you see her crawl over to a vehicle and hide behind it. We do want to warn you, some of this video is hard to watch. Neighbor surveillance cameras catch the rapid gunfire from Tuesday night. We spoke with a neighbor who asked us to shield his identity. He's concerned about retaliation.
Out of nowhere. And we may have heard a couple shots in between there, like it was coming from a handgun.
Just after 10 p.m., police say 5 suspects shot the couple while trying to rob them as they returned home from dinner to Kirkwood Place in Hyattsville. One of the victims has been identified by friends and family as Tobias Dorzan, a famous chef and former NFL player.
I'm familiar with him and some of the things he does in the community. So to hear something happening like that to him is very tragic.
Prince George's County Council member Wanika Fisher says she's a friend of Dorzan and calls him a pillar in the community.
He's been so great about hiring Black and brown residents in his restaurant, helping students. Tobias has been giving back so much.
The Prince George's County native is known for 2 of his restaurants in Hyattsville and for his personality that shines through everything he does, including his culinary work on the Food Network and shows on ESPN and Hulu.
That's what makes Tobias special. And I think that's why he resonates with not just my local residents, but the entire DMV and nationally, is that he brings his authentic self to everything that he does.
Earlier this year, he became the first Prince George's County native to receive the 2024 Chef of the Year by the Restaurant Association of Maryland. And as police continue to search for those suspects, people are still trying to wrap their minds around why someone would do this.
I have just been in prayer. I have been feeling angry.
Alexis Wainwright, WUSA 9.
celebrity.
Like I said, I don't necessarily, only thing I could tell you, of course, like I said, it's close to the holiday season. I don't know no real backstory behind it. And I guess one of the things that was a little bit alerting to people where it kind of just made people question a lot of what was going on with that situation was because it seemed like they opened fire immediately. Like it didn't, I mean, only from off the video, like I don't necessarily know if they played it in that clip, but in one of the ones that was circling around on Twitter, you just literally, as soon as they get out the car, like, hey, you didn't even give a chance to like say, hey, get this up or do anything. You just hear the shootings and the gunshots just ringing off extremely like loud. Like it was just like, that I'm sure that video raised a lot of questions for especially his close friends and family or people who have supported his restaurant. Like I said, to me, only thing I can tell people, especially during the holiday season, is just watch out around your surroundings a lot more. And then even going back to what you post on social media, like you never know like who following you, who's envying what you posting too much. So like if you don't gotta post a lot of, and I'm like I said, I don't follow him on social media, so I don't necessarily know if he's super flashy or anything, or even how people knew where to find him at, because this wasn't like in front of a restaurant or something. So I don't even know how people even knew I don't know if they knew who he was or they was just out trying to rob somebody, but it just seemed kind of crazy because the first thing you hear was just shooting off the rip. Like soon as they like that, and them gunshots was like ringing. So like I said, all I think I can tell everybody, just please pay attention to your surroundings, especially during this holiday season. Be very careful.
And I've thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers to him and his girlfriend, because that damn, that's a tough one. Like that's something that you kind of like, if you don't never want to experience nothing like that, just period in general, but that's something that you really never want to experience with your girlfriend, because it's just, again, if you kind of just go to that conversation on people always like protecting and being a provider and stuff like that, like it just like, I don't even know how you can help somebody feel like they could ever be safe again, because I don't know. We don't know the backstory. You won't never know the backstory if they don't never even talk. If they don't come out and talk about it themselves, you won't never know what actually happened. But I can just only imagine just your girl being with you and she had to experience that. And it sounded like from just the news report, it sounded like she may have got hit worse than he did. So it's kind of like, again, thoughts and prayers to both of them. And like I said, to everybody, the closer it gets to the holidays, please be very careful.
Several monkeys are on the loose. At least 40 monkeys escaped from the Alpha Genesis facility in rural South Carolina. The company says it provides mission-critical research and development support to the scientific community. This is just 2 hours away from Augusta, Georgia. Right now, police have set up traps to capture the monkeys. They're saying that, you don't want to get too close. Don't interact with one. If you see them, we're not talking about a move from Aladdin. They're not like friendly crawling up on your.
But they look cute, so you say,
From a
look
distance.
at the cute little monkey.
Several monkeys.
Yeah, I don't know about no cute little monkeys. I wouldn't even play them type of games. There's no way in hell I'm going like that. I'm sorry though. It just wouldn't happen. It would never happen. I'm just, like, it'd be some animals that is like, bro, I would never be mad if you just run. I'm running from a monkey. Like if I see a monkey running across the street, bro, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to the other side. And I'm not even gonna run. I'm trying to just like walk very swiftly and not even try to make eye contact with it. Like, bro, I don't care what y'all talk about. Like, that's something that I don't like. That's a fear in my brain. I'm not even gonna lie to you, is like just getting bit by like a wild animal, because I don't want to have to go get no rabies shots. Like it's just certain shit you just don't want to go to the doctor for, and that will be something I don't want to go to the doctor for. So that is one of my fears, just like a wild animal just jumping out somewhere and just biting you. Like, bro, I wouldn't want no parts of that monkey. I wouldn't want to be nowhere near close to no goddamn monkeys. In other news, real quick, let's get into, I guess, shout outs to Cassinet, because Cassinet, definitely him continuously streaming, he helped kind of like switch the algorithms up a little bit and give people something to debate about and have a conversation about. So of course, Cassinet had DDG on his live stream, and DDG had his son on there, and that started up just one of the greatest debates of all time. Of course, women versus men, and everybody is always down for a good relationship debate. So I do want to play this clip first, and then I will read off the tweets from Haley Bailey.
Keep telling people. Shit, I'm not gonna lie. He looked just like Daryl, bro. Damn. Oh my gosh. It's Halo himself, live in the flesh. Now, Halo, you don't know this, but I'm your uncle. You feel what I'm saying? I'm your uncle. When you were born and stuff like that, I got to see, your dad reveal you and stuff. So it's a pleasure to meet you, Halo.
Shake him up.
So, like, what he be doing?
He be chilling. Like, he really calm. He just woke up, though.
How it feel being a dad, though?
I ain't gonna lie, it still feel kind of fake.
Really?
A little bit. But
bro, you got a son, bro.
yeah, you gotta have one.
When do you think I should have a son?
How old are you?
22.
I say by like next year. Cause look, you don't want to be like, cause I'm gonna be able to go to the club with him.
Okay.
When I turn like 46,
okay,
he gonna be able to go to the club.
Bro, there's no way you're gonna be able to go to the club at 46, bro. There's no way you're gonna be able to go to the club at 46. Everybody gonna be looking at you weird, bro.
It's 46-year-olds that go to the club.
Bro.
Me and him gonna go to the club together. That's the whole point.
I was thinking I have a kid at like 27, 28.
Yeah, I mean, I had him when I was 26. So, no, 27.
Damn, so like what he be like doing on a day-to-day basis? Like how his day go?
He's just a baby, bro. Like people be asking me this all the time. Like he do extra shit. He a regular baby just like everybody else.
Well, what do he do?
Okay. Well, look.
But he do be clip farming sometimes.
He do?
He clip farming.
And like what way? No, I ain't gonna lie though, but he don't even be trying though.
He don't try. It's just natural.
That's the chat. I ain't gonna lie. I be seeing Halo everywhere, but he don't even be trying.
Yeah, he got it from me. Look, he clip farming right now.
What are you looking at?
He just got too much aura.
Okay.
One thing I can say I love about casting that, bro, he is just such a kid. And when I say a kid, like he just asking kid-ass questions. Like he's just such a, like, and that was one of the reasons why I guess people kind of got upset with Haley when she basically, so if people don't know, I'm gonna kind of just read the tweet off verbatim. Basically, Haley was like she was out of town and she did not know that her kid was going to be on this live stream, of course, for millions of people to see her. And she basically said, I would prefer to be able to know, get a heads up on this so I don't have to find out this information with the rest of social media. So of course, people basically was giving her pushback like, nigga, your kid always on social media. Your kid has got his own meme already. So it's like, what are you talking about? You need permission. Like he's a hands-on dad. DDG got endless videos. DDG is a streamer for people who don't know. Of course, we done had this conversation before. He makes music, he streams, he do all the things. Like, so it's like, bro, your son is already on the internet. He all over the internet with already millions of impressions already of his face. So it's like, what are you talking about? So for her to say that, and then of course she threw the postpartum out there a little bit, and of course that's kind of like, that's the kryptonite that kind of make it hard for niggas to ever really give you a real argument back for women, because every woman goes through postpartum on their own. It gives everybody's body differently. Everybody's mental deal with it a little bit different. So when you throw that kind of out, it's one of those things where you kind of almost, it's hard for people to challenge it. But still, a lot of people still gave her pushback where it's like, bro, this man's he's a dad. Like he's like, we see him on the internet more with him than we even see him on there with you. And we've seen him on your page too. So what's the difference between you posting him on your TikTok and you got 12 million views than them being on live stream with Kai and that?
I think that's the big difference right there. You can't control who is on that live stream.
Yeah, you can't control it when you post it on your social media.
So, but that's what I'm saying. So for me to sit here and just that's just like that's like if I sit here and say, hey, you take the boys, y'all about to go, and then I see y'all at freaking, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you didn't say that's what y'all was going.
No, but I think, but that's two different things. Though.
It's still the same thing, because like I said, I didn't expect you to be here. I see this on the internet, and you're there with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still it.
But no, listen to what I'm saying though. But it's a different, because I'm not their parent. But why should
But it's still as a parent. I mean, it's still the same thing as a parent. If you sitting here, if I'm saying, well, yeah, I'm taking the kids, but then we at such and such, you know what I'm saying? There's still this issue.
No. Listen to what he ain't saying he taking the kid nowhere, because you're out of town, so the kid is with me.
Right.
So now the kid is with me. Why do I need permission to tell you where we?
Because you're on live stream. That right there. That's what I'm saying.
But I be on live stream all the time anyway on my own page. So what's the difference between me being on my page and Kai being on his page? And I'm sure.
So he be having it on the live stream on his page.
His live stream, yes.
Oh, well, I never seen his live stream, so I don't know, but I can understand where it would be an issue. Like I said, everybody's not okay.
I want to say, even when he was going back and forth with Joe and he was doing his live stream, I want to say his son was on one of them Jones. Like his son be on his live streams. His son literally got a whole meme on Twitter, on Instagram, and everything from him being on that live stream with them. When she be on the Joe with her and her sister, the son be on there. Like their son be on social media. Like this is not like just on some Beyonce, Jay-Z type of shit, and the only kid that they really show off is Blue Ivy. It's not one of them type of Jones. Like nigga,
I thought that was what it was. I thought they wasn't showing him like that.
They show him a lot.
Now I'm saying now, but at first they wasn't showing him, right?
At first, no, but now they do.
Yeah, but now they do. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I get her point. As like I said,
What's
as a
her point? What's the difference between niggas?
Listen to me. I get her point. I go through the same issue with my kid. That's what I'm saying. I get the point of a parent saying, "Oh, I don't want my kid here or there." I get that, but that's what I'm saying. It's not. It's
tell him that. If you didn't tell him that, then
yeah, right. Now that's what I'm saying. And that's enough. And that's why I said I understand that. If y'all didn't have that conversation, you can't. Like I said, we never had that conversation or that discussion.
He might have thought it was cool.
Yeah, that
because
is cool.
We do it all the time. So what's the
Yeah,
difference
and that's
between
why I'm
me
saying.
and
But
you
I get
and
both
me and
parties.
her?
I get both parties, and that's why I said I understand, but I can't say that she's wrong for it, and he's not wrong for it.
Yeah, that's some co-parenting shit. Because I don't know when do parents have to ask, can I take my child somewhere?
I think it's just a common decency for certain, not for everything, but for certain things. I don't think it's about asking. I think it's about just letting them know.
Because you don't know what's going on in that house. Like they might be smoking and all. You don't know what's going on.
Listen, I hear all of that, but this is skin still. This is casting that. I didn't take this nigga to go. We in the studio with fucking Young Thug and I'm like, nigga, this is casting that. He's a kid friendly, and I understand.
Oh, that's what he is. He's more. I see. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what everybody else around that.
Nigga, he's 22 years old.
Right. So what that mean?
Nigga, that's kid.
Nigga, I was in fucking what's name Sky Zone last night, and kids was in there smelling like weed. So what are you saying?
I listen to him saying, what do that mean? I don't like.
But people, you saying he's because he's a kid. People still do shit. Like
I hear what you're saying, but this is the difference between what other normal kids do and what Casanat. Casanat is still a business. Casanat is big business. He got a McDonald's commercial. I'm 100% positive Casanat is not gonna be doing nothing on his live stream. Him doing it. I'm not saying other people, because of course earlier in that week Kodak Black was on there popping a perk, but him personally, himself, he's not going to do nothing to jeopardize his millions of dollars in endorsements that he has. This boy got a McDonald's commercial. What is he going to be personally doing himself?
And that's what I'm saying. What he might
on danger.
Right, we'll put his danger on. But just like you just said, whatever, Kodak Black was popping pills or doing whatever. Let's just say, he dropped something in there and he got a hold of it.
Yeah, but you can say that about anything or any.
You can't, but that's what I'm saying. Just putting that in that. If he was on that's the exact same house, the streaming where they were streaming,
the same exact same.
So you can get with somebody like with damn, what's name just dead popping perks. You don't know what the hell going on. That's what I'm saying. I can get the apparent frustration was like I didn't know he was gonna be there, or this is what y'all was doing, because look at the shit that they was already doing in there.
I guess to me it just
especially for it to be an infant and how their immune system is, they can get sick or get anything just from being in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said I can get the caution of that.
Yeah, I just feel like that's just one of them. You kind of just you're being the over parent. Like you're trying to parent the kid and the other parent. Like you're sitting here trying to.
That is true. That's true.
That's a part of co-parenting.
That is.
What you mean? Like one of the parents is like the parent that parents both the kid and the other parent?
Yes.
It's just about a common courtesy, a common respect. It's like you can't. Yeah, they are your children.
So my question was, would y'all look at him differently if he did that to her? Like, what if he sit here and say, "Oh, what the hell you got Chloe? You got him on Chloe page for? I ain't know that you was gonna allow Chloe to post him." Y'all would look at him like he a bitch ass nigga if he came out and said.
But he can say that.
But if he did, how would you look at him?
No, I don't. I wouldn't look at him no different. He's a parent. I wouldn't look at him no different. If that's how you feel, you don't want your kid around that. There's nothing wrong. It's a lot of people who don't. Oh, I don't want your sister around my son because she a whore. I mean, it's people like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Again, y'all know my favorite thing. Stay with the fucking parent. Then that shit.
But even if you with the
parent, they still don't want you around. But want them around.
They might not want you to do with the child or take the child, even if y'all are together.
Everybody's not family. I don't like that motherfucker. Y'all don't need you around him.
A friend of mine, she don't want her kids around her, their father's family. They're together.
I feel like that's be the women who end up getting the shit smacked out of them when they're in the house too. But
what? So why?
But dog, it's like what? Like what? That to me just seems certain shit just seem crazy. Like you can't sit here and be like, I don't want my kids around your brother and sister. That's
it has to. It's if it's said, it's a valid reason.
What would like the man? I need a
But
real
you gotta
valid
think
reason.
about
I'm cool. Like I'm not mad. Like if you wanted to use the excuse when it came to Kodak Black was just literally in that same room the other day throwing perks around. It could be perks left on the floor, but I'm cool with that. I'm not even mad at that because that could be an argument. Cool. I do feel like she just did the most because
she might have overreacted. She like I said, she might have overreacted. Something that this could have been a phone call instead of you putting it on social media.
Yeah, you put it on social media, but
like you said, we in that day and era.
You thought that your fan base was going to out Trump his fan base, and it backfired, and then that's when you come and apologize and say, "Hey, I apologize, guys. Y'all right. I overreacted, whatever the case may be. The postpartum got the best of me, whatever the case may be. I should have went about it a different way." Because my only thing I'm just saying, and people, we don't know. Nobody's in the house. We only can go over what you see on the social media, but what we see on the social media, this boy is happy. He is ecstatic to be a dad. Like he's extremely happy. Every time he speaks about his son, he's super happy. Every time he posting his kid, he's not like one of them parents like, oh, I'm frustrated, I'm tired of whatever the case may be. Like he's super excited every time he got anything to do with his kid, even when they gave his son a shape up like a couple weeks ago or a month or so ago. Like that to me, I'm like, their kid is a part of their goddamn promo now for both of them. So it's kind of just like you can't be sit here and be mad at me, but it was cool for us to give him a shape up on fucking live, but it's not like what are we doing? Like I don't like come on, dog. That's one of the things. If you're gonna be that petty and you're gonna be over policing, then you just might as well come on and we might as well just bring it back together.
Well, because let me ask you a question since we're talking about whole social media and everything. So if you are a content creator and you and your significant other content, y'all got a page together, right? Is it how much can you interact in the comments?
What you mean?
Like just people commenting on you on y'all page. Like if y'all got a page together, how much can you actually interact from that page? Because I feel like you got like you have your set of fans and she has her set of fans.
No, y'all don't. Because if this is a group page, y'all a group, like a rap group.
So you can't interact, like you can't sell. Like you trying to sell the product. You want people.
Nigga, what am I trying to sell? I'm in a fucking relationship. What are you talking about?
So
what am I selling?
No, I'm just saying. So like you, oh yeah, thank you. Like when they say, oh dad, you so handsome. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't.
Ain't none of that shit, though. Y'all in a relationship. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just asking. Can you call you? So you don't you can't.
No, what the fuck are you talking about? It ain't no you so like what the fuck are you talking about? If a nigga get on my page, someone, oh your girl is beautiful. What the fuck are you talking about? No, nigga, the fuck that nigga. This is a fucking group project. This ain't a solo fucking joint. And you just featuring on my shit. No, if our page is a relationship page, nigga. This is us. So that means both of us have access to it. So don't write nothing fucking stupid on here, or you gonna get blocked. The fuck are you talking about? You're not about to be on my shit like, oh, something. Hell no. What the fuck are you? Hell no, nigga.
Okay.
Let me play this Mariah the Scientist.
I don't know.
So we with Mariah. My dad's girlfriend. There's so many people joining already. What you mad?
What is it that y'all want to say to these people? Hurry up and say it.
Hey y'all. Yo. You talking about something? Yo. Niggas, 5,000 people in here already.
I'm finna get off of this.
Oh no, it's how y'all feeling?
They wanted me to come on here so they could see y'all.
Yeah, how y'all feeling? She's talking about some Mariah. She's talking about some Valencia. Bianca said she love you. No. Free Thug is already out. What are you talking about?
Okay, dummy? I'm gonna get off.
No, see Mariah. Babe, are you coming to Tornado show? Babe, you got another boyfriend?
Anything else y'all want to say?
Where is Thug? He can't be on social media right now though. If y'all boys talk to Mariah,
I'm going.
Go join.
Hey, let me tell you something. Shout out to Mariah the Scientist because her energy and her face is probably how I feel about people with kids. She don't, nigga. I'm here for the nigga pause, no homo. I'm not here for these fucking kids, and that's exactly what her face was. That her energy and her face in that video was like. Bro, I came here to see Thug. I did not come here to be fucking no stepmom to you badass kids. Little motherfucker can't even read. He couldn't even fucking say Toronto. And I'm glad that he reminded me of that. Shout outs to Drake for popping out at Lotto's show in Toronto. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, that kind of just do kind of like, I don't know that YMCMB shit. I don't know what the real conversation is behind that because I ain't gonna lie to you. Nigga, Lotto may be the biggest fucking stepper when it come to that Nicki Minaj beef, and I don't know how the fuck Drake supposed to be popping up at a goddamn Lotto show. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I do feel like, kind of for me personally, my conspiracy theory had I always told y'all I thought Drake was the one actually dating Lotto and not her sister, but whatever. I do, and I feel like even him popping up at that goddamn show and him being in the crowd or whatever the case may be, Hop coming out there, it kind of almost solidifies my conspiracy theory. But because niggas always kind of be like, oh, nobody don't know who her boyfriend is. She be at 21. Yeah, all right, you know, I don't.
That would be
What? It'll be what? You ain't never seen him booed up with
no, but that's what I'm at. But don't she got like a tattoo of his name and all that?
That's what they say. I mean, nobody don't know that. I don't know. Nobody know. I mean, that's just people. Everybody was just playing the hypothetical game like they know. Nobody don't know. That's niggas on the internet just fishing, trying to do whatever research they did. I don't, like I said, I don't necessarily know. All I'm just sitting here telling y'all is one, shout out to Drake for just showing Lotto some love, because that was a huge look for Lotto. And again, I don't know if Drake, Nicki, and Wayne, any of them actually really fuck with each other anymore. Because to me, that's kind of crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm Nicki Minaj, I'm not okay with that. Because you giving Lotto a hell of a look. You gave her a look, putting the song out there, and then you pop out performing the song with her at the show. Like, nah, yeah, I'm gonna be beefing behind that one. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna let that one slide. Kind of real quick, because we was kind of talking about music real quick. People was up in arms because Glorilla didn't, and I should have played this clip earlier when we was talking about just states and cities. Everybody's not brought up the same, but people was upset because Glorilla went on Casanat's stream and he was on the piano and he started playing the keys to this Kanye West song, and Glorilla didn't know it. It was for Runaway.
What was it? Kanye Runaway? Oh. And then
So people were sitting here saying, oh my God, artists get put on blast because they don't know this, that, and the third. I'm like, hold on. Slow down, ladies and gentlemen. Slow down, ladies and gentlemen. Slow down, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, because I just want to make sure I got my dates right for you people that are just absolutely fucking idiots. Kanye West. When did this song come out? What's that? What's Runaway on? Life of Pablo 2016. 2016. Huh?
That's from
That's from the nigga Runaway.
No, Runaway's from the what's name joint? Dog Fantasy.
So that is 2010. 2010. Glorilla is 2024. Glorilla, I believe, is 22 or 23 years old. One of them. So you talking about 14 years ago? Oh well, that's not. Yeah, that was 14 years ago. That song came out 14 years ago. Glorilla is 20. So you talking about Glorilla was? Let's just say she's 24 then. And fucking 10 years ago, dog. She talking about she was 14 years old. Why do you think she know that song? Like that, is she from Memphis? And I seen niggas in the comments, and people were smoking niggas in the comments who tried to play, oh, I'm from Memphis and I know that song. And niggas was like, nigga, you old as shit too. Look at you and look at her. Why would she know that song? Like, you know, like, dog, I think sometimes, again, I understand we all got the internet, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I know because we all got the internet, it makes us feel like we all live the same life. We all live in the same city. And again, I'm going to double down on this. All you got to do, if you want to know how different every state and city is, just go look at that election color shit again. Dog, we can all live in the United States. We can all be on Beyonce's internet, but we all don't live the same fucking world when you walk out the door. Perfect example. If you know people from the DMV, they'll tell you PG County, DC, Baltimore, Virginia, all of those places are still night and day. And you talking about literally with no traffic, they ain't nothing but a 40-minute drive from each other. From Baltimore to DC, with no traffic, you can get there in 40 minutes, maybe 35 if you speeding with no traffic. And that is night and day. Southeast Baltimore from Pennsylvania Avenue in Baltimore to Southeast DC are both of them is still the fucking hood. You can go on fucking Pennsylvania Avenue on both of them. You can go on Pennsylvania Avenue in Baltimore and Pennsylvania Avenue in fucking Southeast DC. Both of them is in the fucking hood on Pennsylvania Avenue on both in Baltimore and DC. Both run the same exact type of areas, but it's totally, completely type of fucking different vibes when you get there. I don't care if you stop on Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast right around fucking Potomac Gardens. If you get that fucking close to the gardens, and I promise you, they ain't got shit on that part of Pennsylvania Avenue. When they be like, where you at on the Ave, you dummy? You get on that goddamn Ave, dummy, when you in Baltimore, it is night and fucking day. One will fucking look like heaven, and the other one is going to look like hell on gasoline fucking fire. All I'm sitting here telling y'all, and that's how different the world is. So y'all sitting here acting like the Glorilla is supposed to know this fucking Kanye West song. Glorilla grew up on 3 6. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna say 3 6 Mafia. Glorilla probably grew up on fucking Young Dolph. Young Dolph and Prime Yo Gaddy. You think she fucking listening to some fucking Kanye? And that's why I'm one of them people. I wouldn't even feel comfortable as me on what type of music I actually like if I even ever came on here and told y'all to go listen to anything a TDE, because that's not what I grew up on. That's not the shit to do anything to my soul. I grew up in the DMV area. I grew up on go-go. Rap is still realistically, to be honest, it's still a new thing for most people. If you're in your fucking 30s or 40s, rap is still a new thing. It's like niggas really just started kind of listening to in the 2000s. Yeah, we grew up listening. Like, yeah, we heard rap songs, but we wasn't riding around and having debates on who your favorite rapper. Niggas was who your favorite go-go band, who your favorite lead talker. So that's my whole point of what I'm saying is, bro, life can still be like, we can all share the same internet. We can all like the same type of music, but every artist ain't for everybody. Every song ain't for everybody. And I hate that we kind of, like, people be trying to make it like it's a thing. Like, you can't love hip hop if you don't know these songs. Nigga, I'm not from that area. I'm not even of that generation. Why do I have to know this shit? Why do I have to like this? It may do nothing for me. If I grew up in the middle of poverty and all I know is just gun violence and drug selling, do you think I actually give a flying fuck about Kanye West? I don't think most people know how poor Memphis really is. And that's my point of sometimes when people sit on it. I understand when we all on the internet. Again, when I can bring it back to the election thing. I don't think a lot of y'all understand, especially a lot of them states that was red. Bro, it's real live, really poor as shit in a lot of them places. Like poor. And I think that's just a lot of people don't understand how poor and how different a lot of those things is, because we all get on the internet and because we all share the internet. You kind of feel like life is supposed to be the same, and it's not. I do want to play this other clip from Shannon Sharpe, his Karlous Miller interview. And if you haven't watched it, you should probably go watch it, because Karlous Miller is fucking hilarious. But I want the Shannon Sharpe telling this story about why he doesn't spend the night at women's house.
They be like, they want a rich man. Rich man.
No, my bad. I played the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
Got a robe on. She said, well, come on back here. I want to talk to you. I told my homeboy, I said, Bucket, he got a Jet. He grabbed a Jet magazine. So we're about 5 minutes in. I done took my necklace off and set my, bracelet, something rolling. I got a diamond rolling. I done took that off. By this time, I see the door handle turning. I said to my homeboy, no, I ain't on no Amtrak stuff. I don't even know what's going on. So by this time, the door swing open. Dude got that chopper. I said, Lord have mercy. I said, my man, this your people? He said, yeah, 2 years. I said, oh, Lord. He said, my man, you? I said, yeah, I'm him. He said, I thought so. I said, my man, my bad. I said, my bad. I said, bro, I ain't know. I put my shirt back on. He got me shook now, Karlous. Because but I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I said, but damn, my homeboy, I ain't let him get the drop on me. His partner had the sawed off on him. So that's why he ain't tell me nothing. I didn't know this till later. One came in through the front, the other came in through the back. Oh, man. So check this out. We leaving. I said, God dang, man, I left my watch and my bracelet. He said, man, forget that. I said, whatever. Better stop this mofo. I'm finna go get that. I went right back, opened the door. I said, well, man, let me get that watch and bracelet off the dresser. He said, here you go. He handed it to me. So we pull it off. They get to fighting. She run out the house, robe tore. Don't leave me. She jumped in the truck with us and left. I said, now, that's Karlous, that was the second time. The first time I had just got drafted, came back, and I didn't want to drive all the way home because I didn't want to wake my grandmother up because she's going to be panicked because she didn't know I would have been coming home. So I asked her, I said, you seen anybody? No. I said, you mind if I spend the night? No. I could have just took my tail to La Quinta, spent that little $50, but See? But anyway, man, I'm laying there, Karlous, I'm like this here. You ever had to like sleep paralysis? You can hear things, but you can't move? Yeah, absolutely. After a while, I hear people arguing, and it's getting louder and louder. After a while, boom, the door fly off the hinges. So hey, I just got drafted in the NFL. I'm 6'2". I'm 21 years old, and I'm prime, athletic. I jump up like what it is, and then I look at him. Oh, Lord. He got some bodies on his resume. I know who he is. I said, man, he said, Sharpe, man, bro, I'm so proud of you, man. I'll be telling the homies, I know you, man. I'm proud. Congratulations, man. I used to watch you at Savannah State. He's like, I said, bro, I ain't know. He said, Sharpe, I ain't got no problem with you. He said, but I'm tired of this beat line. I'm putting my shoes on. I say, me too. Man. So that was that last time when the dude pulled a chop on me, that was 93. I have not closed my eyes at a woman's house since. I don't blame you. I said, and people talk about, what you mean, if a dog bites you, the likelihood of you going to buy a dog is not very likely because you have a traumatic experience with said situation. Yeah, dude don't walk over me a chopper. Dude got bodies on the resume, kick the door in, and you think I'm supposed to just like go over there and they just like,
you don't understand that you just got drafted.
Yeah.
Anywhere that
you know, the crazy thing is, and when you're listening to those stories, and it just like, and those are the stories that I do. Sometimes I feel bad for the kids because I wonder, like, are they hearing any of these stories? Like, because I think about it, when I was young and I'm growing up, and you hanging outside, you on the corner, you hear these stories from older dudes because you outside on the corner, like you hanging around. It's like the age when you. That's the crazy thing I get. I mean, of course, I'm not trying to say bring back hanging out on the corner. I'm sure in some neighborhoods they still do, but that is kind of almost the blessing in disguise when you hanging outside on the corner, because the age group can go from the youngest little nigga out there, maybe like 10 something, but then you listen and you're 10 years old and you hearing niggas that maybe there's like, it's the sad thing, it may even be somebody out there in their 30s, but in their 20s, their teens, and you hear these type of conversations because you hear these stories and it kind of puts you up on game. I mean, of course, now you got podcasts, so you don't have to hang out on the corner, but when you hear these type of stories, it kind of just lets you know, like, damn, this is why niggas don't spend the night, because you hear certain stories and it kind of make you it helps put back in your mind and let you know that you shouldn't be spending the night over everybody's house. Like everybody's house ain't meant to be spent the night over. And I think realistically, that kind of was basically what Shannon Sharpe was trying to say. That's why I don't sit here and spend the night over no women's house. I'd rather go home. And I'm sure some women out here who probably take it a little bit disrespectful to the nigga, like, nah, I gotta go, because it seemed like, oh, you just came over, you hit it, and now you trying to leave. It's not that. I just don't feel comfortable spending the night because I don't believe that I'm the only nigga that you're sleeping with. So I kind of want to go home. I may stay maybe an extra 20 minutes after, so it won't seem like I'm just putting my drawers after I just heard I put my drawers on and leave. But I ain't trying to sit here. I'm not about to kick the bobo a little longer than 20 minutes. At max, you may get a good 30. Like if you spend the night over, like, only type of Jones houses I may spend the night over, like you gotta have like a crazy sob story. You just gotta live in a good ass neighborhood. Like if you live in the hood, I'm not spending the night. I'm sorry, it's no way in fucking hell. But if you kind of live out like in the boom, like in the West Bubblefuck somewhere, and you kind of just like got a good job, I feel like, oh, you really ain't fuck. Like, I might be like the lowest class of nigga that you fucking with anyway, because it's really not your get down. Then that may be different. Like you a corporate America type of junk, you live out in the boondocks, then I may probably 9 times out of 10 I spend the night. But if you in the fucking hood and I feel like you be out too much, like a lot of your weekend posts be like you getting drunk, I feel like you be out here getting fucked. I'm not spending the night. I'm sorry, dog. I'm getting the fuck out of here. It's not gonna happen. Why are we talking about hood shit? Because I meant to play this clip last week. Where was this joint? It was one of them little, oh yeah, this nigga smoked this joint.
Oh, drug dealers and thug niggas. Yeah. Yeah. Rejected all of us, we ain't having no thug in us. But stand on poetry stages complaining how this is what love get her. And I don't get it. Out here creating her own issues, yet never own up to any of her own issues. She blame us, you know, because men ain't shit. As if it's not just the men you picking. You knew the difference. Could have had you a man and still chose that nigga. Woo! You knew women different. Boo-hooing, sniffling, crying. He broke my heart. Well, bitch, he kills niggas. And I'm trying to be real with you. He the reason mothers cry. Yeah, you mad he fuck bitches. Let's be real with you. He is married to the streets, knee deep in beef. You can only be his side bitch. Y'all looking at me like, damn, that was harsh as shit, Kim, when I'm just being honest. And honestly, you should be lucky you wasn't in his car when his ops was out there sliding. 4 niggas, black mask and a black Honda. All I can think about is your mama. What would she say when her baby got shot? Woo! I know she gonna cry and pray a lot. Your boyfriend back on the block, on social media, talking to his ops, doing TikToks. She loved.
He smoked that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I meant to play that last week. And I literally just slipped my mind when I forgot to play it last week. What else is going on in the world? Oh yeah. For people who don't know, of course, we talked about this before, but Lil Baby's first baby mom, and of course, she's Anthony Edwards' newest baby mother. She is saying she's going to take out. She's going to sue. She's going to sue the hospital that she, I guess, she went to when she was giving birth to her kid, because the hospital basically leaked the information first. Like nobody, she didn't come out and even tell people that she was pregnant. She didn't tell nobody that Anthony Edwards was the baby father, whatever the case may be. The hospital leaked that information, and of course, that is going against the what is it called? What's that law? What is this shit called? This the HIPAA law. So that it does violate your HIPAA law rights. So she says she gonna sue the hospital because she didn't put that information out, because of course, I mean, she probably wanted to, make sure get everything official and get it all done, whatever the case may be, because of course, like we talked about it a few weeks ago, Anthony Edwards, went to the courthouse to make sure, get the blood test and all that done to make sure the baby was actually his. So like I said, I'm not mad at her for doing that. Because that is kind of fucked up. Like if she never went on social media, like they didn't have no baby shower, no gender reveal or nothing, like they was keeping it on the low. And the people even wrote, I guess she was on her Instagram story and she was doing one of them jokes, like answering people questions or whatever the case may be. And people was asking her like, hey, why did you keep it a secret? So like, I wasn't keeping it a secret, nigga. I wanted to have a healthy pregnancy and I didn't want y'all in my fucking business. But then the hospital exposed her. So, I mean, I ain't mad at her for it though. Like, I mean, get it off. I'm not mad at you at all. And other news is kind of just like, shout out to the Super Bowl. They sold out in their commercials. Their 30-second commercials, they was going for $7 million, and they sold out already for the 2025 halftime commercials or Super Bowl commercials in general. So, I mean, of course, and people don't even know the teams is going to be in it yet. That's 30 seconds for $7 million is crazy. And I can't even remember like when was the last time I actually even seen like a fire ass commercial, like the commercial that just kind of even actually just stood out that people can't even remember. So just spending $7 million on a commercial is crazy. But shout out to the Super Bowl for finessing them commercials every year. Again, of course, I know one of my favorite things is bad parenting. So let's get into this. And again, I told y'all it's the holiday season, and that's going to kind of up the ante again for your badass kids. And they kind of just going to add on to the crime.
Linked to a crime spree that followed a gun store burglary. The youngest suspect is just 13 years old.
Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey has the security camera video that helped police track down the suspect and connect them to other crimes.
The security camera video is striking both for the bold nature of the crime and how young the suspects are. It happened September 18th around 2:30 in the morning. The first crime, stealing the Kia used to smash into Dominion Defense, a gun store in Lorton. The teens then running in and out of the store, their arms full of weapons, 14 guns stolen.
That was a brazen crime committed tragically, sadly, by teenagers.
As police investigated, they discovered a crime spree that allegedly began just before the gun store burglary, with the armed robbery of a teen at Springfield Mall. Then came the stolen Kia, the gun store theft, the violence escalating. A 19-year-old man shot in Lorton, 2 Springfield homes hit by gunfire. On September 20th in Reston, a teen was abducted at gunpoint. A video made as he was assaulted with firearm. Next day, bullets fired into another home. And in Hybla Valley, a robbery using an AR-style weapon taken from the gun store. ATF Special Agent Anthony Spotswood says gun store break-ins involving teens, a troubling trend.
We certainly have a trend of juveniles specifically breaking into these firearms licensees, and it's not only happening here, it's happening across the country.
7 suspects now arrested tied to the crimes, the youngest just 13, the oldest 18. Among the charges that the teens are facing, auto theft, mob assault, abduction, robbery, and firearms charges, all of them right now being held. The chief's message?
We're going to catch you.
Police say they've recovered 8 of the 14 guns, the investigation continuing to try to track down the rest before there's more violence. In Fairfax County, I'm Julie Carey, News 4.
Chief Davis says vehicle.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, that again, when we talk about just bad parenting, like, bro, just like again, sometimes when I don't even know how you can't even just double down on the conversation more though. For the youngest to be fucking 13 years old, bro, they doing these crimes at nighttime. So that's again just when I say bad parenting, like where is the parent at for the 13-year-old? Because the 18-year-olds, okay, you can kind of get it a little bit. They can kind of they can even be running away from home. They may not even have to go back home. They may not have no curfew, so you don't know no better. But just sitting here, you talking about they out here pulling moves with fucking 13-year-olds. Where is the 13-year-olds parents at? And when they out here committing those crimes, that is one of those things where I do believe the parents should be held accountable too. Because you talking about this 13-year-old kid is on a goddamn crime spree. You sit here breaking in the store, stealing guns. Y'all out here robbing people, breaking into people's houses. Like, bro, that parent, especially for that 13-year-old, should be held accountable. I don't care, because why are you not questioning where your 13-year-old kid is? And then we sit here saying, like, and they ain't even running to go sell these guns. Because out of the 14 guns, the police found 8 of them. So you sit here saying, like, wait, that mean they keeping these guns in somebody's house. So that means that some parents is sitting here, your kid out here committing all these crimes, breaking into gun stores, and they keeping the gun in the house. So it's just like for the parents, it's like, bro, where are the parents at? Like, I don't care. I'm heavily on the where are the parents at. Oh man, y'all, this shit is out of pocket. And this is again sometimes where I kind of be like, y'all gonna learn, man. The boy is back. Y'all gonna learn.
That how Afro get in front of my motherfucking race. I ain't never been to Afro color. I never been to Africa. Afro or Africa. Never been there. I'm not from Africa. I'm born and raised in Goose, Florida. I'm born in Goose, raised in Liberty City in the Poker Bean Project. I ain't never went to Africa. Ain't thinking about going there. And I heard it's a beautiful place. Yeah. And I know it's the motherland. Yes. But not my mother, not her mother, and not her mother's mother. That ain't their land. America, real true land is right here in the U.S. soils.
Hey Mo, I don't care what y'all say about Trick Daddy, and I know that what he said probably will realistically rub a lot of people wrong because it's Trick Daddy.
But then I don't get why though.
No, because it's Trick Daddy. Let's be clear, because it's Trick Daddy. Because if he's
I know I've said it a few times, and people got upset, but I'm just like, but if you not from there, how can you sit here and say you said this like to people like in a public setting? Yeah. Having a conversation, yes.
And people was mad. Did you say that?
Yeah. Like you are. Like, I've never been to Africa. Nobody who is from Africa.
I ain't mad at you. I mean, it's the truth, but I don't think people be. No, let's be clear. People get sensitive about certain shit that I don't necessarily know if you should be sensitive, because I'm kind of with him. And then I guess it almost will go back to, when do you draw the line on when does the African part cut off? Because let's just sit here and say, if your family is, let's say you 6 generations in, and you sitting here saying like none of y'all shit come back. Maybe it come back from, because let's be clear, if your family is from the South, and for maybe, I don't know about Florida, but most of our family was from South Carolina on our mother's side. So I'm sure realistically, if some of that somebody came originally as a slave. So that is, I mean, the slave 9 times out of 10 came from Africa. But I get, if you sitting here saying now I'm 6 generations later, do I still, like, I'm an American? Like, nigga, you don't call white people white Americans. So I get what they saying. I understand where people kind of want to give that pushback on that conversation. Is like, why do y'all want me to be attached to Africa so bad? And I'm even almost 100% positive, if you kind of like, I didn't see the thing when they did the breakdown, but I don't know if they did that breakdown like that when it came to black people, because I don't know if they really wanted to rub people the wrong way. But when they was doing, because they did it with everybody else, and that is kind of crazy they didn't do it with the black people when they did the like who voted and like what was there, like if it was Asian and this, that, and the third, or if it was this Mexican from Cuba and from this part and that part. I don't know why they didn't do it with black people too, because I'm sure everybody wasn't from America. Some of them motherfuckers was probably Jamaican, some of them probably was African, some of them like, so I get it. I'm not mad at Trick Daddy for what he said, but I think because it is Trick Daddy and people just kind of don't be banging with Trick Daddy like that, people, and then, like, yeah, sometimes some people are too woke for their own good. So I'm sure there are people who realistically just don't, they ain't trying to hear that shit.
And you had told me that you can't have everything in life.
Not all at once.
Oh my God, I'm gonna start crying.
Marriage.
I hate doing this. Yes.
Oh no, not this early. You can't start crying.
No, I know. But I guess go ahead.
I told you I had it for 3 years in my career, in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I had it all. I had a man, the kid, and the money.
Yeah.
And it was all working, and then it all went to. I know. I was phenomenal as support. I had nannies. I had Beach Boys. I mean, I had it all. But you can't have it all the time. Somebody's got to stay home with the kids or nurture the ego of the man.
Yes.
Do I sound bitter?
Working, being a mother, and just putting a lot of effort into dating right now is a lot to juggle and balance. And I can't help but wonder if I am repeating the same mistake now. I don't know if you know, but when you were having that conversation with me, that's when I was like just smiling through it all. In the back of my head, I was like, is she in my head right now? I was already having questions about my marriage, but you didn't know.
No.
But
I did know from the other side, if I might say, somebody else was dissatisfied because they weren't working.
No, I know you're absolutely
If
right.
one partner makes more money or has
Yes.
more success, or is a
Yes.
gap that is so hard and it can't work out.
Yes.
And you can't have competition. It just does not work.
It doesn't.
And you can't stop your career because you want to even it out. And I like him. I don't dislike him, so I don't want to put that out there.
No.
But I already told him, I said I'm on Tia's side.
I know.
You got to choose sides.
So I guess for people who don't know who that is, of course, that's Tia Mallory, and she does have her reality show, and that was, I forgot the lady name, but that was the mom that played the mom on Sister Sister. She was the mom on Sister Sister. I can't remember what her actress name is, but they basically, of course, they going back, and basically, I guess at one point in time, Corey may have not been getting as many gigs as Tia was, and he kind of probably was just, his ego was getting the best of him. And I think realistically, I'm sure you can go down a long list of just most relationships, especially if the man kind of lets his ego get in the way and his ego get the best of him, will cause the demise of a lot of relationships, if we just being honest. And I mean, I don't necessarily, and I don't know his real track record. I don't even necessarily know like what was his big acting gig that everybody was supposed to know him for. But I'm sure, I mean, of course, Tia is still Tia. They still sister, whatever the case may be. So I can kind of get it. But I'm sure even for her though, she still probably has some type of regrets now because I'm sure realistically, we heard her say it before. I don't think she thought dating was going to be way easier than what it actually is. And she probably figured out after the divorce now, like she probably figured that she was better off kind of trying to make their marriage work. I mean, she ain't come out and say it in so many words, but she kind of hitting at it like, damn, I feel like I'm going down the same rabbit hole again, because you kind of can't balance me trying to have a career and me also trying to be successful at dating, where you probably could have just figured out how to make your marriage work. So I guess that's what I took from that clip. Y'all got any thoughts or input on it?
It definitely looked like she kind of like trying to backtrack a little bit, but I mean, what if he might have didn't he want the divorce or something like that?
No, he didn't. He was trying to fight for their marriage to keep going, but she was over it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm quite for sure, because like if you've been out the dating game for so long, it's very hard to get back in because things have changed, and you're older, you got kids and stuff like that. So
yeah, I guess. You got anything? But I want to play this clip of Nick Cannon and Miss Bryant.
Approaches, I'm a Libra, I'm out. That's the way you will see me not regulating my emotions, because I just don't deal with it.
You sabotage.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I'm out.
I'm out of here.
All the other things when it comes to narcissism.
But that is narcissism.
Is it
absorbed?
Self-importance.
So your self-care is on steroids.
Yeah, I grew up in a Christian household where I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Right.
I am a mover, I'm a shaker, I'm more than a
Okay,
conqueror.
Nick, I'm about to go there.
But I'm just telling you, but
not about to gaslight Christ.
I'm not.
Stop, Nick.
I'm not.
Because you said because you grew up in a
Christ
household
in me
where
lets me know
where
that I
you
am
were
anointed.
taught
What is
you can
Christ?
do all things
Yes.
through Christ who strengthens you. Y'all, he just gaslight Christ and said the reason why it's okay
I
for
said I
him to
was
be
taught.
Hold on, Nick. Okay, he gaslight Christ and said because he was taught he can do all things through Christ that strengthens him.
Absolutely.
Is the reason why everything can be about him. Is the reason why everything can be world revolving around him and no one else matters. That is not
I
the
never
message
said
that
no one else
Christ-
matters. You put words in my mouth.
That is not what Christ has said. Don't allow him to gaslight Christ with that, okay?
Yeah, I don't necessarily know. I don't agree with Nick Cannon about that one. I do feel like Nick Cannon is just one of those people, and I think we kind of talked about it last week. I just think Nick Cannon, realistically, he's just dancing and running as long as he possibly can. As long as Nick Cannon can run and they are women to allow him to run to them, I think realistically he's just gonna continuously keep running. I don't necessarily think it's too much more to kind of see the one on Southeast right there. What is that on the corner of Naylor Road in Southeast? That is probably the most popular liquor store right there. So Waka Flocka was supposed to go there for an in-store. He was supposed to do an in-store in there. And of course, him sitting here saying he was gonna vote for Trump, and he was really, like standing on business, holding his nuts on. He was voting for Trump, and the liquor store canceled it. They was like, "Cool, you don't your morals don't match with ours. We cool on that." And again, I think, and then Walker came. I was like, "Damn, it's crazy. I thought we supposed to have freedom of speech." Again, like I said, I think Waka Flocka has not made a song probably in, I want to say like 15 years that niggas actually even care about. So I think that's kind of like, maybe if you were still like in high demand, I think you probably would have been A-okay, but I just kind of, because I just wanted to look at the actual date. Yeah, that's 2010. This one was Wild Boy though. Let's go. What am I doing? Top results. Why his shit ain't? When was the last song people actually cared? No Hands. When was No Hands? I'm just trying to see the time frame. I want what's the name came out 2010, but I'm just trying to see when was No Hands? When was No Hands? I'm just trying to see something real quick. It's been a minute for you, dog. No Hands was. Yeah, it's probably been close to 10 years. It's been maybe a little bit longer than 10 years, but it's been close to 10. Nobody don't care, Walker. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, nobody don't care, and you can have your opinions and you can feel however you want. I'm sure it's plenty. That red was super dark red on that map. So I mean, you just gotta figure it out. You ain't gonna be able to come to DC and do nothing though. Niggas is cool on you. Ain't nobody checking for you. Niggas really don't give a goddamn. Talked about Deion. Oh yeah, I meant to say Deion did sit here and say he talked to Young Thug and was gonna have Young Thug come to one of his games. That is kind of a little bit on the clout chasey side. Deion, I ain't gonna hold you. You probably could lead that one down. And shout outs to Bronny. Bronny played in his first G League game. He did all right, but realistically, the main story was that he went to the G League and the game was sold out. The game was sold out, and then also the tickets was on sale for $200. So like I said, I think a lot of people were trying to have the gotcha moment and how Bronny got sent to the G League, bro. People don't even want to spend $200 to do nothing nowadays. So for people to still sit here and pay $200 to go to a G League game, the Lakers G League team win and Bronny win. Like, bro, nigga, people still care about him. And I don't care what y'all say. That draft, that basketball draft for that 2024 draft class, bro, the three most popular people in basketball entirety, this is women and men, is Bronny James, Caitlin Clark, and Angel Reese. Nobody don't know nobody else out of none of that draft. I mean, that's two different leagues combined. So for people to keep trying to have like their moment on Bronny, like, bro, get off that nigga dick. Like, let him live. Like, I ain't never seen that much hate for the 55th pick. Bro, it's at this point it's ridiculous. Like, y'all niggas is real live. Like, people was just trying to like how you having it up on this nigga? Even if he went to the LA Fitness, people will pay to see him play at LA Fitness, and he's still going to be a millionaire if he don't even never play in another NBA game ever again. So I don't get what's the gotcha moment. Like, his father's still LeBron James. LeBron James is a billionaire. It don't matter if this boy don't never touch another NBA court. His dad has got him set for life. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't like that shit is corny to me. And why are we talking about NBA? And I don't necessarily know. And I know why it became a thing, but it should have never became a thing. And it became a thing when it comes to the views because ESPN and the WNBA was kept trying to be so pressed to tell us how many people was watching the WNBA games because of Caitlin Clark. So which is now has backfired for the NBA because now that people got to know how many people are watching the games. Now that people are clocking how many people are watching the opening week for the NBA. And we should never have known these numbers in the first place. So the numbers and the views are down extremely. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Those first couple of games, none of those games even reached 2 million views. So they are even lower than the games that people were laughing about. Oh, look at when Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. They are lower than them. So their first week of no NBA game reached even 2 million views the first week. But again, to me, we shouldn't even know that shit. Like, I should not know one, I don't give a fuck, because either did I watch the game, did my team play, and that's all I should care. Did my team win or lose? Did this person score 30 points? I should not know how many people are watching the game. This should never be a thing. And I think that, I mean, I'm not mad because you get a glimpse and a taste of your own money. I don't think that the NBA or ESPN, nobody should have never opened that fucking Pandora's box, because now it backfires. And now Shaq came out and sit here and said, the reason why that is because too many players are shooting threes. And I think I played the clip last week when Anthony Edwards was basically sitting here saying, nigga, I'm going to keep shooting threes. And it was a stat that came out where Anthony Edwards has shot more threes than fucking Steph Curry.
Made more threes than Steph Curry right now.
So, yeah, I think he already made 55, 40, something like that. Something crazy. But just my whole point is, I mean, I get it, but it's just like, I'm with him. I mean, I don't think that's not going to make me not watch the NBA, but I'm not a fan of the 3-point shot anyway. Y'all done heard me talk about that plenty of times. That's why I'm not a Steph Curry fan, and I don't care about the girls shooting the threes neither. Like, it's just not, that's not my get down. When I play 2K, I'm not running up shooting threes. I'm trying to dunk on niggas. So, I mean, I get it. So, but I don't necessarily know. Like I said, I don't think we should even know how many people are actually watching the games in the first place. But again, yeah, I mean, that's it. That was just some random little sports things that nobody really don't need to care about or should care about. And other news, King Combs, of course, that is Diddy's son. What is it? That's not Justin. That is, King Combs. Christian, that's his name. Yeah, Christian. Basically, he said he will be taking over his dad's Instagram page now and just uploading old videos to remind people how the good times that his dad created, the good vibes.
Oh, that's who's doing it. I was wondering.
What you mean? You was wondering what?
Well, who's up where them pictures was coming? I mean, the videos and all that stuff was coming from.
Oh yeah, he uploaded.
When I seen
them,
them,
he uploaded them. But let me tell you something.
Public, what is it? What y'all call it? Public.
What the public opinion? It don't matter, nigga. Listen to me, nigga. It's over. It's too late for that, dog. Ain't nobody. I don't care what videos you upload, what songs you upload. Niggas will never be able to unsee that Cassie video. I don't care, dog. You can say that shit. You wasting your time. You wasting your Wi-Fi. You wasting your gigabytes on your phone to upload them videos because nobody gonna give a goddamn. It just really. I'm not gonna hold you. It does nothing for nobody. It's not gonna make nobody feel no type of way. It's not. Nobody's bringing out no pity party for y'all. Nobody's gonna give a goddamn. What else is going on in the world? I feel like it's real live. Really wasn't too much crazy stuff really going on in the world, but because of course it was the election. Oh, my man, Fat Boy. Where is this one? Did I?
That case.
You feel like I do want to play the clip, but you feel like he was out of pocket, or she was
always out of pocket?
Who, Fat Boy?
Yes.
Where's this clip of him? I can't find this shit.
And if that shit is true, we really had a.
Where's the Jonah?
That was wild.
Damn, why I can't find the Jonah?
Probably took that shit down.
That's what I'm thinking. I want to say that's what it looked like. It's looking like they took it down. Why I'm looking for it though. But anyway, so Fat Boy basically I guess he was calling his girl, and she was basically sitting here saying she was at a shelter, and he was getting upset with her, like, all right, give me the address where you at. Let me pick you up. I can put you in an apartment. Oh, here you go, matter of fact, right here.
Okay.
We're living in a homeless women's shelter for women and children.
Where? Where at? Homeless and women's shelter.
I don't know yet. I'm driving there now because
You gotta tell me what's the address so I can get you out of there.
I don't know yet.
I want to get you out of there. I got an apartment. I got everything going for myself. I got money. I got everything. Where?
Okay.
My baby mother is living with my kids in the shelter, so I want to get them out. Where? Where?
Yesterday.
So I mean, to me, I guess the corny part for me with him is, nigga, why even record that shit? Like like that just to me, like everything don't got to be for content, though. Like everything just do not have to be for social media. It's some shit that just be like, bro, why do you don't have to?
He sounded like he was like how or something. The way he was talking.
And basically they trying to see, I guess the baby mom posted maybe, I guess like a day after that, she basically posted to say, hey, we need a cleaning service for a house in New Jersey, whatever the case may be, for twice a week or something. So basically people was like, hey, like, all right, well, obviously she was just lying to you. She don't want you just to know where she's staying at, because what she gonna need a cleaning service for if she's staying in a damn shelter. So that was kind of, I mean, that was that on that one. But I just, like I said again, I just, to me personally, like, what's the purpose of even posting it? Like, dog, everything don't got to be posted.
That's why I say the shit that he be doing, that shit just, I don't know. And don't get me wrong, both parties could be wrong, and but it's just like with him, I don't know. He just give off that vibe like he just doing. I'm not gonna say he's doing everything for content, but he's just doing too much. And you can't, like, how you gonna say, oh, I'm a victim? You're not a victim. Like, if you mistreating her, what you expect her to do?
Yeah, I mean, of course, they had a big old blowout before because
What was that?
it was like
nail salon.
Yeah, at the hair salon. I want to say that was like over the summertime, and then she ended up sleeping with some little local rapper from, I want to say from California or something. Like, so they had their little back and forth for a minute ago, and it was kind of like bad on the internet. But again, like I said, sometimes certain things you gotta stay off the internet. I'm mad that I did not play this clip when we was talking about the dating when the $300 jump. But here we go.
Y'all will literally not believe what just fucking happened to me on this date. I'm gonna have to call y'all when I get in the car. Yeah. What he talking about? Okay, so I'm back in the crib. Y'all would not believe what just happened. Like, I literally went on a date with a guy, and let's just say, mind you, he's sitting right next to me. I ordered what I want. He didn't want to order anything because he ate. So he just ordered a drink. I ordered what I wanted, and he hears it clearly because he's right next to me. The food comes. He started making all these comments. Oh, you ordered that? Oh, you gonna eat all that? Mind you, I told him that my friend flew into town and that after dinner I was gonna go see her because she wanted me to pull up on her or whatever. He's like, did you order some food for your friend? He was like, if I wasn't here, would you order all that? Baby, you think I can't afford a meal? Y'all were literally. I said, honestly, if you wasn't here, I would have still ordered like this. This is how I eat with my friends. This is how I eat when I'm by myself. Crazy. But the kicker is, this man said, oh, I'm gonna go. I said, okay. He lays down $100, walks off. Mind you, he called us a black truck to dinner. So I rode with him in an Uber. He left. He didn't say anything besides I'm gonna go, and then set the money down and then dipped off. He didn't ask if I needed a ride, how was I gonna get home. He didn't ask what the bill was, nothing. Mind you, this is a 45-year-old man, grown ass Nigerian man. I said, honestly, if you wasn't here, actually, let's talk about it. Let me put the light on. Let's actually talk about it, okay? I ordered my drink. He ordered his drink. I ordered a half a dozen oysters. I want to say maybe that's around like $15 to $18, I think. We were at Eddie V's. I can't remember how much. That's normally how much it would be. After that, he said that he wasn't hungry. He didn't want to eat. I ordered an entree. I ordered lamb chops. Mind you, prior to this date, I told him that I wanted steak. Like I said, I was in the mood for like steak and like asparagus, mac and cheese. Like I was saying all this. So it's not nothing that was just, I ordered lamb chops, mac and cheese, Brussels sprouts, and crab fried rice. Half sizes. Actually, let's talk about it. Let me put.
All right, so real quick, because I hate the way she talked, and I would never go out on no expensive date with nobody who talk like this. So she said she ordered a half dozen of oysters, lamb chops, mac and cheese, Brussels sprouts, and crab fried rice. Bro, listen to what I'm saying. And she got mad and sit here and when he asked what you ordered it, because he wondered, like, are you ordering this for your friend? Because let's be clear, even if we just talking about just for people who on their health kick, you ain't supposed to have 2 carbs. She got rice and mac and cheese, bro. This is not fucking Thanksgiving. What the fuck are you? Nobody, listen to what I'm saying. No normal person eats 2 sets of carbs at dinner. So that's why, so it's not him trying to be cheap. Who the fuck eats 2 carbs at dinner? That's like you sit here, like, who do that? Like, nobody, this isn't saying I'm gonna eat mashed potatoes and rice. Who the fuck do that?
But not even that.
I mean, it's wrong. You get like mashed potato. I mean, mac and cheese and fries. Like, isn't nothing wrong with that?
No, it is. It is. Because just like you gotta tell your kid, though, you want all this food. You eat what you got on your plate.
It sounds like a full meal. It sounds like she got a full meal and an appetizer.
Nah, it sounds like she got more than that. She got a lot of appetizers.
So let's say that.
She got a lot of
So let's say the
appetizers. That's an appetizer.
So let's say the oysters is appetizer. Cool. All right, cool. Because that's a normal day. If you out with somebody, you may get an appetizer. Cool. We're not holding the oysters over our head. Now let's get to the meal. You told me you got lamb chops, mac and cheese. That to me should be it right there.
I've never been there, so it doesn't come with two sides.
No, you got this. All of this shit is a la carte. So you ordering all of these sides separately.
Oh, okay.
So that means you got it's like it coming like in a little a la carte dish. So it come in a dish like this by itself. So now you got your lamb chops. Now you order one dish. Here go the mac and cheese. You order another dish. Here go the Brussels sprouts. So you ordered 3 separate dishes with your lobster. With your lamb chops.
So you think he was broke?
I think she was just doing the most, and the nigga was like, "Bitch, I'm not doing all this for you. It don't have nothing to do with being broke. It's just like, why are you ordering all of this shit?"
Because if the shoe was on the foot, you would have something to say.
Especially if it ain't a motherfucking birthday, you just off this is what you just. But we out there on the and ain't mad. I'm not mad at it. She should be lucky that the nigga even put down $100. Like he still was. That was respectful to me. I give you 100 and like, all right, cool. Because that bill was crazy. And I'm sure she had some drinks too. You talking about that shit? That shit sound like, man.
Because
that easy could have been a $200 bill just off of what she ordered.
Right. And the bill don't have nothing to do. Let's just say we going off of a hypothetical, right? Now, if you said he already ate, so really pretty much he was just going to I just wanted to go out for a drink or whatever, I'm going, oh, I'm hungry, I want to eat. Then now you coming in here, well, I want this, I want that. Like, you doing it.
Do you go to that restaurant for a drink or you?
No.
That's
what I'm just I do to shoot her some bill. You don't do that. And even as a man, even if you're not hungry, I think it's weird if you going out on a date and you don't order some food. Like that.
But
shit
what
just
if
kinda,
that?
to me,
But
it
okay,
just
but hold up.
vibe.
But that's my thing. But what if I really don't even like this place? I just came in because you wanted to go here.
Nigga, then just get a salmon or get some chicken or something. Like, nigga, come order something. Don't be just a weird nigga.
Shit, well, this motherfucker ordering goddamn 5 plates and shit. I might as well get some.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he ain't expected to order that much. Maybe he ain't expected to be that expensive. So maybe all he had was what he gave her. So when he saw she was ordering, it's like, oh well, yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't think you should go to no restaurant and knowing if you know that this restaurant, the bill on the low end could be $150. I don't think you should go out on no date without $500. If you're going out on the date and you know you're going to but just look at how quick she ran up the bill. Let's just sit here and play, dog. Let's just sit here and say if each one of these shits was $25. Let's just sit here and say each one of these was $25
16.
each. Huh?
16.
16 what?
It's an appetizer, right? So
nigga, ain't no fucking $16. No appetizer. You crazy as shit. Where?
That sounds like an appetizer. That's an appetizer.
Like
yeah, that's an appetizer.
The oysters, but the mac and cheese ain't no $15. Dog. I promise you that shit like a 20. Let's just say 25. We been on the low end because I'm 100% positive lamb chops is more than $25. So we just sit here. If you just go off of just the lamb chops, that's 50. That nigga just that's $100. So we ain't even get to the oysters because she said the oysters maybe 20. So that's 120. And we talking about drinks. So yeah, I'm sure the bill probably came up to close to 200 and he ain't ordered shit. And her talking like that and let's get into it, bro. Listen to me. One thing I'm never going to do. I'm never taking no ghetto bitch out to no fucking 5-star nothing, dog. I'm sorry. Ain't no $200 bill restaurant or type of date on is not even an option. Bitch, if you talking with your hands, smacking your teeth and no fuck, we not doing that, dog. Hold on, let's get into it. You never will see a $200 date from me. I'm fucking sorry, dog. I don't even want to sit across from somebody who talk like this because now I'm gonna be fucking embarrassed. You go, nah, man, fuck. I'm sorry. Ain't no way in hell. It ain't no way on God's green earth. I'm not doing it, dog. Sorry. In other news, Gucci Man, they saying this is his ex. I didn't even know he was dating this girl, but her name is Mac Breezy. I do know. I mean, if you listen to Gucci Man's songs before, he's rapped about this girl. I thought it was a nigga the whole time, the way he just shouted her name out. But I guess they done songs together or collaborated on songs. She basically like, I never got paid for those songs, never got paid for none of the music videos. And a lot of people was kind of dragging her to hell, saying she was clout chasing because, I mean, of course, Gucci is in a relationship. She said she's also in a relationship. Matter of fact, I want to say, did she talk in this video? She might have.
Okay, y'all. So let me just clear something up real quick. I know it look a little crazy. Let me just set the record straight.
Crazy, not a little bit crazy.
This is not a clout chase. Like, come on, let's be real. If you know, you know. The whole thing that initiated all this is when I did the show recently at Center Stage with all the Atlanta artists, of course, I performed. Y'all know the records, Pills and Go Ahead. Alright, so the next day, as I'm trying to post my performances on Instagram and Facebook and everything, Instagram keep blocking and muting and taking down my videos, saying I don't own the rights. Y'all, this shit pissed me off because I could post any other artist, not a problem. I could post anything else, but when it comes to songs that I'm actually on that I contributed to, I can't even use. Okay, y'all. So let me just clear use. Like if I want to do a show and go post it on my YouTube channel, I can't even do that. And see, that's the issue. Like we all know what this man owe me, but at the end of the day, I ain't never wanted to sue nobody. I ain't never want to have to go through all that. You feel me? But I'm gonna do what I got to do because the bottom line, at the end of the day, Crime Mob just got to celebrate their 20-year anniversary. Guess what? Go Ahead came out in 2005. Guess what? Pills came out in 2007. It is 2024. And these records, we're going in 2025, and these records are still in rotation and still getting spent to this day. Radio, airplay, streaming, in the club, no matter where you go, people is still playing these records that I am a part of and that I wrote on. Okay? So that is my frustration and that is my issue. Like if I want to do a show, my frustration and that is my issue. And I'm not finna keep holding my breath and waiting on somebody to do the right thing and come around. I'm not gonna wait on that no more. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to have to sue, but I gotta do what I gotta do at some point because it's been 20 years, 20 plus years, and I still have not made one red cent from these records. So this is not for you stands. If you a Gucci stan, go over there and go defend whatever he got going on. This ain't about that. This is not personal. This is business. So all y'all talking about I'm clout chasing and I'm obsessed and this and that. I'm a married woman. Gucci married. He got his wife. I've been married. I've been with my husband since 2016. I have been moved on from that. But as an artist that's still getting booked to perform these songs, and I can't even do what I need to do to promote myself, that's a problem for me. So if you can't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. That is my frustration, and that is I'm letting y'all know it's the return of the Mac. I done came up out of retirement. I'm dropping new music. I got a new album on the way, and it is what it is. But guess what? They still want me to perform these songs. I need my money. I need my coin. It's very simple. So if y'all know some good entertainment lawyers, send them my way because I'm pursuing a lawsuit. Now, yes, granted, I would love to be able to sit down and we can settle out of court and you pay me one large lump sum. Cool, if that's how you want to do it. But guess what? I've been sparing niggas too long. Just do the right thing. Everybody know what I contributed to. Everybody know that I wrote on these records. Hell, there would even not be appeals if it wasn't for me. Go check out the progress report interview with Lala Shepherd, and y'all go. I told the story over and over and over again. I'm tired of doing interviews about it. I'm finna lawyer up, and I want my money. And if I can't get my money, then it's really up. I'm letting y'all know it's the return.
Can I just, and I heard her story, and I don't want to be unsensitive to her story, but can we just be real? No, nobody is listening to them fucking songs. And like I said, of course, now I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite because, of course, maybe deep in the South, maybe in Alabama, in North Carolina, and South Carolina, in little fucking hick towns in the chitlin circuit, people may still be requesting some of those songs. I almost want to say I don't even fucking know these songs, but I'm sure I know Pills by Gucci Mane. But listen to what I'm saying. That's not it. These ain't huge Gucci Mane records. Gucci Mane is not no huge streaming artist. So I'm gonna tell you 9 times out of 10, that's why you had to get on social media, because guess what you're not gonna be able to do? No fucking lawyer is coming to pick up this fucking case, because you know what? They gonna look up and say, hey, let me get on Spotify and let me look at Gucci Mane numbers. They ain't nothing crazy out the gym, because for those old ass songs that came out in 2005, if I'm a diehard Gucci Mane fan, guess what I fucking did? I downloaded them songs off a LimeWire live mixtape back when those songs was hot. I didn't need to sit here and go on fucking Apple Music and Spotify to still listen to that. So if I'm a new Gucci Mane fan, I don't even know what fucking songs you talking about. So that's my point of what she's saying here saying, I'm not clout. You're clout chasing, bro. Nobody's listening to them songs. Ain't a fucking soul booking Gucci Man to hear him perform none of them old ass songs. You tell me you coming out of retirement. If you was retired, go back fucking being retired then, dog. Because nobody is booking your big ass for them songs. Like, let's cut the fucking joke. Like, let's be serious, dog. Sometimes we have to be dead honest with ourselves. You sound like you clout chasing. You sit here talking about, oh, Crime Mob did. No, Crime Mob, yeah, performing one fucking song. What's the fucking Nuck If You Buck? What the fuck are you talking about? Crime Mob now getting booked for a bunch of songs. If Crime Mob doing anything, it's for fucking Nuck If You Buck, and that's it, and that's all, dog. Like, you gotta stop. Like, people be too fucking delusional in the lie.
They got like two. They might like 2 or 3 cons.
Oh, and they got Nucky You Buck and fucking Heels, Pumps, Stilettos. Okay, cool. They got 2 fucking songs. Wow. So what, dog? You're not. No, it's not going to be no big crate, and I'm sure their streaming check will be more than what the fuck ever she talking about. You talking about 2 miscellaneous ass Gucci songs? Gucci just did a fucking when he did his verses, he didn't perform them shits. Like I can see it.
How old is it?
She said 2005. The fuck you talking about? This song almost 20 years old. A 20-year-old Gucci Man song. Like, let's be serious, dog. If niggas were listening to it, they listened to it on a mixtape. Niggas probably had that song on CD. Now, that's my only thing. Like, come on, dog. You just sitting here like, nah, I'm not even no Gucci Man stan. Like, so that her saying, oh, you just like y'all stans. And nobody standing for this nigga. Gucci Man don't even got no fucking stans. Like, let's not make it like Gucci Man is some popular internet rapper. Like, no, the fuck he's not, dog. That's not who Gucci Man is. That's not his crowd. That's not his audience. You are clout chasing, dog. You're looking for just a free bag. You probably just figuring out, oh, I should be able to get some money. I'm 100% positive. No fucking entertainment lawyer. Because you know, if niggas felt like it was some real money to that, niggas will pick it up per bono and just do something per bono and just get paid on the back end. Ain't nobody picking up this fucking lawsuit per bono because it ain't gonna be no money there, dog. Gucci Man is not no fucking artist is eating off of streams. Like, come on, dog. That's why he won't even fucking get rid of Pooh Shiesty and them niggas. Like, come on, dog. Like, stop what we doing. Like, what are we talking about right now? Let's be serious. I meant to sit here and talk about this. Shout out, and I kind of almost want to shout Diddy out a little bit because this is kind of like fucking genius a little bit. So Diddy had people who was coming to the Diddy parties or was just coming to Diddy parties in general. He basically made people sign a 20-year NDA. So basically, you cannot talk about these parties or talk about him in a negative light 20 years after he's passed. So, and to me, that should scream the biggest rave. I don't want to go to nobody's party. I don't want to go and do anything that you telling me that I got to sign something. And you, even after you die, I'm not allowed to talk about this until after 20 years if you've been passed. Who the fuck is going to remember that? Let's just say if you don't die until you 70 or 80 years old or 90 years old, how the fuck? Now you know, nigga, I'm going to probably be dead. So who's going to I'm going to be old and I'm not going to be able to remember it. Who the fuck is going to remember? So that is probably like, to me, on some diabolical shit. That is the most diabolical smart shit I've ever heard somebody do, to have people sign an NDA and sit here and say, you can't even talk about this until 20 years after I've been gone. But like, think about how geek you got to be to even just sign that. Like, what fuck would I sign something like that for? That to me just sound like I'm just signing myself up for fucking failure. Like, that just don't even make no sense to me at all. Like, people be geeking too hard to be around celebrities. What I feel like I'm missing. Hold on. Patrick.
I do.
Oh, shout out to McDonald's. McDonald's is, and again, when I keep telling y'all, you know that money is funny in the world. McDonald's is offering people the 10-piece chicken nuggets for $1 until December 2nd. Of course, you got to get on their app, and I believe you only can order it. What was it? Is it once a day or once a week? What is it? Mentioning all of a sudden, it can be redeemed throughout McDonald's app, and you only can use the code. Yeah, I believe you only can use it once a day. But I mean, that's still a good deal. Shit, that'll hold you at least until you want to save some money. If you just want, I wouldn't necessarily. I wouldn't do it.
You about to say that's gonna hold you out till Thanksgiving?
I mean, after Thanksgiving. Shit, I mean, say December 2nd. So I mean, while you out doing your Black Friday sales, you can get you some chicken nuggets for $1. Real quick, just This top 20. It's a top 20 street rapper list. Top 20 street rappers of all time. Number 1 is King Von. Number 2 is Young Thug. Number 3 is Lil Durk. Number 4 is Gucci Mane. Number 5 is Boosie. 6 is YMW Melly. 7 is NBA YoungBoy. 8 is Pooh Shiesty. 9 is Tay K. 10 is Bobby Shmurda. 11 is K Flock. Number 12 is Young and Ace. Number 13 is YF and Lucci. 50 Cent is number 14. 15 is Snoop Dogg. 16 is Casanova. 17 is Fetty Wap. 18 is Tupac. 19 is Max B. And 20 is Kodak Black. Do y'all have any disputes or arguments? Anybody you feel like should be take off or put on? I definitely do think I want to think Bobby Shmurda is way too high. And of course, this is some super ignorant nigga shit, but I'm just trying to get people's mind off of the fucking election. So let's just get into some super ignorant nigga shit. Yeah, I think Bobby Shmurda is way too high. I don't think Bobby Shmurda should be number 10. I do believe T.I. should be on that list and Tupac shouldn't be on there. Because Tupac charges, he always got no disrespect, but he got locked up for fucking doing like sexual harassment type shit. Like Tupac ain't get locked up for busting his gun or fucking no attempted murder or no shit like that. Some of these niggas is on here for crimes for murder. Like, yeah, I don't even know. And to be honest, now at this point, Lil Durk should be number fucking 1 on it at this point. Like King Von ain't never get convicted for none of his shit. Like Lil Durk is damn near fucking like yeah. Lil Durk should be number 1. King Von could be 2. Young Thug, because he beat a Rico, I guess should be 3. Boosie should still be higher than Gucci because Boosie fucking beat a body. Like Boosie was in jail, like literally on death fucking row. Like he was, yeah. Boosie should be number 4. YMW Melly should be number 5 because nigga he's still on trial for fucking double homicide. Yeah, NBA YoungBoy is way too fucking high. He should be down. Pooh Shiesty probably should be down. Tay K should be probably like number 6. And again, like I said, this is some nigga shit. But Tay K is fucking. He was a kid. He facing 50. He doing 50 years in jail. Tay K should be top 6. Who else in there? Young and Ace, like, I mean, allegedly, Young and Ace fucking smoked Fulio. Like, yo, got him smoked. Like, he should be high. He should be in top 10 too. Like, that Bobby Shmurda shit, because he did his time, I don't think Bobby Shmurda should be in top 10 because he did some time. Like, nigga, we comparing niggas. This is some nigga shit. I know it's some nigga shit, but we comparing niggas' crimes. Bobby Shmurda should not be in no top 10. Bobby Shmurda should probably be like 20 just because he did the fucking time. Like, not because, like, even Snoop being 15, Snoop was on it. He beat a murder charge. I mean, 50 Cent maybe even be a little too high. 50 Cent got shot. He didn't shoot anybody. So 50 Cent should probably be like, him and Bobby Shmurda should be like fucking 19 and 20. This little weed fucking charge that Fetty Wap should not be on no list with niggas who are real life doing football numbers and he doing a weak ass 5 years. Like, no, Fetty Wap shouldn't be on this list at all. Get Fetty Wap the fuck off there. Again, T.I. What's enough some real fucking time? Yeah, how the fuck BG and Turk ain't on it? Both of these, like, nigga, BG just came home from doing 14 years and you got fucking Fetty Wap on here with a petty ass 5. Like, yeah, come on, dog. Again, this is some nigga shit. But this was just one of those little lists that was flying around. I guess. Before we get out of here, I do want to play some of these clips real quick because it's just like, I just got to get out of my system.
Didn't make their numbers and essentially exceed the numbers that Joe Biden had in the suburbs. And I think we have to be blunt about why. Black voters came through for Kamala Harris. White women voters did not. That is what it appears happened in that state, is that if you can't flip enough white women, and we've talked about this on this set numerous times, is that you have a state where you've got a 6-week abortion or a 12-week abortion. I think theirs might be 12 weeks. Yep. But it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights, where there was a very heavy push to get women to focus on not putting in place, re-electing, putting back into the White House the person who was responsible for taking those rights away and restoring them. But that message obviously was not enough to get enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris, a fellow woman. This will be the second opportunity that white women in this country have to change the way that they interact with the patriarchy. And, God bless Shannon Watts, who has tried to have that conversation. But if people aren't receptive to it, and if people vote more party line or more on race than on gender and on protecting their gender, there's really not much more that you can do but tell people what the risks are. And
all right, I do got one more, or I got like 1 or 2 more clips I want to play before we get out of here, just real quick, like I said, so we can just kind of just literally get over this conversation and don't gotta kind of, it's gonna be Super Bowl next week, so yeah, just get it out. I do want to play what's this other joint I see?
This sense, right, that whiteness
right, is under threat. The demographic shifts. The country isn't what all of these racially ambiguous children on Cheerios commercials are confusing the hell out of me.
Eddie, a lot of people voted because their life's too damn expensive. And it was here and
They voted for, you're telling me, Stephanie, that all of these people who believe that their lives are, that bread is too high and eggs are too high, that they voted for a convicted felon, a guy who said we can grab the pea.
I think that a lot
They voted for this
listen,
guy.
I'm not defending it, but I think there are tons of people that don't pay attention to, and I'm not defending it, don't pay attention to politics at all. But while we live in the most prosperous country in the world, people are saying life's not fair. I'm not doing well. My son's still living in the basement. I can't seem to get a job. I don't like the status quo. I'm voting for something else. And
I love you to life,
I love you.
but I do not believe that. I cannot believe that. And the reason I think you believe it is because you don't want to believe that that's what's really motivating them. It's always the case. People don't want to believe what the country actually is, because if they believe it, they're going to have to confront what's in them. I don't believe that. They voted for a crook, a person who they know is stealing from just doing. There's this.
I believe that realistically, that honestly was probably my last clip. And I want to say there was a mass shooting at a homecoming in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Did I have the news report from that shooting? I want to say I may have had it. I can't 100% remember. Did I have it? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. But like I said, I believe I ain't gonna say only one person, because one person did lose their life, but rest in peace to that one person that did lose their life. And hold on.
Will no longer issue vouchers to migrants to pay for food, ending a controversial program that had repeatedly come under attack by conservatives and others.
This pilot program in New York City, drenched in both humanity and controversy, distributed debit cards to migrant families staying in city-funded hotels and allowing them to buy their own food. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einier following the breaking news for us. Josh?
Well, Bill, it's a program that, as you say, generated plenty of controversy, but now its absence may raise even more questions. The so-called Immediate Response Cards pilot program was designed to help feed migrant families who'd found themselves in New York with no way to afford food. The one-year contract provided what the city described as culturally relevant food to 2,600 migrant families, allowing them to basically buy what they wanted. A family of four with two kids under 5 got about $350 per week to cover food in a program the city said would actually save taxpayers millions a year. It also reduced food waste. You may remember the food the city had been providing in migrant shelters was seen as not culturally sensitive to the needs of some migrant groups, and it ended up just going to waste. For more than a year, the city was groaning.
Bro, $350 a week is fucking insane. That's a lot of fucking money, bro. Just to eat, that is crazy. But again, like I said, I don't have too much else to talk about, of course, because realistically, what took up majority of the news space this week was, of course, the election. So, that has came and it has passed. Before we get out of here, I guess let me just remember what new music came out that I actually did listen to. What's this little nigga named Loey Sheem is what is L-O-E Sheem is H-I-M-M-Y. I believe he's somewhere from Texas. He had a cool little project. I like Boston Richie project. That John was straight. Who else did I listen to? What was this? It was two other people I listened to this week. Capella Gray put out something. I didn't finish it, John. I listened to a couple of songs off of there, but if you into that little R&B, Tory Lanez type of vibes, Capella Gray kind of got this. Oh man, this little dude, I don't necessarily know what this nigga name is, but he was going viral because he bought these blinged out what's them little rings that people put in their nose and then hang out the bottom of the joint. I don't even know how you pronounce this little nigga name. That thing is like Shabui or Shabai. I don't know. He spelled it. It's S-A-H-B-A. B-I-I. Though he got this song called Viking. Oh my God, this song crank like shit. This nigga, listen, I'm telling you, if you look at his cover, this nigga looks sweeter than a goddamn Skittles rainbow. He looked like a fruit bag of Fruit Loops, but this fucking Viking song, Oh my God, that song crank like shit. Listen to him saying, screw what this nigga look like, screw the earring thing in his nose or whatever other gay shit this nigga got going on. I swear to God, that Viking song crank like a motherfucker. Take my word for it. That may have been one of my favorite songs of the fucking weekend. That Viking song go crazy. And then this is other little nigga name. His name is D Moolah. I believe he's from Memphis. Because I want to say Glorilla shouted him out when she was on Angel Reese's podcast. And I listened to the joint. He had a couple joints on there that I like. So like I said, if you was looking for some new music to listen to, that came out. Like I said, the D Moolah Jones, he dropped a new project. This other little nigga, I cannot pronounce his name, but he got this song called Viking. And again, he spell his name Shbabii. He cranked like shit. Please go listen to that Viking song. And again, like I said, we here each and every Tuesday. I know we cutting it a little bit shorter than usual, but like I said, I mean, election took up majority of the week, so it ain't really too much else to talk about. And I wasn't trying to bore y'all to death with stuff that we kind of can't change at this point. So again, I see y'all each and every Tuesday. We'll be right back here. If you are watching this on YouTube, of course, we record this Sunday night going into Monday morning. So like I said, we here each and every week. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell another friend and another friend. We'll be right back next week.